Is this thing on? Are we back again for NC State hockey? I believe we are. We want to welcome you today to the Annex in Wake Forest. Zach Salwaye here for PackTV alongside my man himself who finally made the journey up, Logan Ward. Logan, how are you doing today?
Absolutely great, Zach. Happy to be here. Ready to get back to some ice pack hockey. Last game of the regular season. This is going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big one for sure. Several departing seniors we have to talk about today. This is their final regular season game before the much-coveted ACC tourney going on next week. Of course, you have the unbelievable Sam Banashevitz. Sam, who has meant so much to this team over the past several years. This season, unbelievable numbers. He's leading the team with upwards of 25 goals, 26 assists, 51 points in 20 games. I mean, what can you make of those numbers, Logan?
He's just absolutely incredible. There's a reason he's the veteran leader of this team, and his loss is really going to hurt. They're going to need to find a way to get more production out of the rest of the team once he's gone. So that's really going to be a challenge for them, but he really has meant so much to this program and this team, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in this final regular season game of his.
And you really can't worry too much about the offensive production because they've proven over time that second line of Alex Robinson, Riley Johnson, Parker Zarek, they know what's up. They know what they need to do to get back out on the ice, and they know what they need to do to drive the net. And looking at the stark differences between the top two lines, you have a crashing, grinding net, grind the net on that first line with Sam Banashevitz, Nikita Anastratov, and Leigh Chidala. They like to crash, and that's how they score goals. That second line is a little bit more silky. They like to get things going. Talk about the differences in what you think is going to be going on with those two lines going forward.
Well, that first line really, like you said, they're so aggressive. They get that crashing mentality. They get those goals right up close. And Astratov, that big Russian center that we've talked about all the time, Banashevitz, his production has meant so much to this team. I think we've really said all there is to say about him, honestly. Leigh Chidala has done a great job in his first year back. Really, the first line has given them majority of their production, but that second line can't be overlooked. Robinson has had an absolutely fantastic season, same for Johnson and Zarek. Really, I think all of them are going to be able to step up next year in Banishevitz's absence, but right now they're producing, and I'm excited to see how they do as well.
I'm not sure if Sam's number will be retired as an NC State hockey member. They did that for Stephen Russell, obviously, after the tournament, but that was under some extreme conditions.
Yes.
Obviously, that was a very inspiring story. If you haven't seen that, of course, it's uploaded on PackTV's Vimeo account if you want to go take a look at that story about Stephen Russell, his impact on NC State hockey, and why that tournament every October came to be. But now it's time for some hunky-dory kind of boring stuff here, but it's time to talk about the general things you need to know going into the ACC tourney coming up next weekend. State currently holds the #1 spot. They are ranked 8th in the ACHA Southeast Division. Automatically, that is some good news.
Absolutely. No, being that high on the rankings is always a good thing. This team has proven, they're still undefeated. How much more do you want from them? They've done a great job. They've beaten some quality opponents. Being ranked that high is just showing how good they are, and they should be ranked higher.
And Wake Forest just stepped in as well, number 20
Yes.
now in the ACHA Southeast Divisions, and they are locked right now as the 4 seed in the ACC as well. So they will not be facing State right off the bat, but if they do you think State will be trying to avenge that loss they had in the ACC tourney last year?
Oh, absolutely. They beat them already this regular season. That felt really good for them. They want to get another win right here, but of course, if they do wind up meeting in the tournament, there's going to be some bad blood on both sides, both teams looking for vengeance in that same game.
Virginia Tech as well just clinched a spot in the ACC tourney after their raucous defeat of West Virginia last night. They won 7-1. An outstanding game. That was one there was a lot of watching. The Pack last night hosted a very cool event. Clemson did end up forfeiting last night, so that's why there was no call.
Yes.
They tried to schedule a game against ECU, but nothing was able to be worked out there. So the Pack took it upon themselves with the ice time that they were given by the Ice Flex to host the first annual Skate with State.
Really just an awesome thing for the community. Again, we talk about the growth of hockey in North Carolina, and that's just another event that'll help it grow. Interacting with fans is something that IcePack have done a really good job of. They've done a better job of marketing, and getting the fans out there on the ice really is just a great thing to see. It's really incredible to see how they interact with this community, and I think they get better at it every year.
I know if I would have went last night, I probably would have, not been able to be here today. My head would have been banged up. My knees would be a mess. It's fine. Everything's fine. There, Logan.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Not much of a skater myself. Can't exactly say that I would have the speed Parker Zarek has out there.
But another big thing as well, Trevor Merchant will be coming back today. His first game back after his ankle injury in the UNC game. It was an injury that did not go talked about a lot, but that's going to be a big thing for that third line for him coming back today.
Absolutely. No, he's a great glue guy on this team. He does everything right. He just does the things that matter. So getting him back in that third line is a huge boon to this team and really should just benefit them all around.
As well, after NC State defeated Duke 14-1 just a few short weeks ago, I believe it was last Friday.
Yes.
Yes. So they defeated Duke 14-1. Duke has been long gone for the longest time, and UNC Wilmington actually just beat them yesterday, but they're not going to be in the tournament as it stands. State is the only team in the Carolina division as it stands that is in the tournament, the East Carolina division, that is. Wake is at the top of the West Carolina division. UNC Charlotte, of course, just crept in as well. But going into the tournament, Georgetown is a powerhouse team. We thought it was Virginia all this time, but they're creeping up those rankings.
Georgetown really has just shown improvement every game this season. They're a big threat, and honestly one that NC State needs to worry about. The Ice Pack have beaten them once already this season, but Georgetown is a team that can sneak up on you, and so they are the biggest threat that the Ice Pack have for the foreseeable future.
Looks like the teams are sort of getting ready to take the ice here for warm, so we're going to take a break here on PackTV. We're going to come back, talk a lot more. I think, Logan, we talked about a few recipes on the way here to Wake Forest. So, Winston-Salem. That's another talking point. We got to talk about why Wake Forest University is in Winston-Salem. We'll figure that all out right here on PackTV. We'll be right back. back here at the Annex in Winston-Salem to see Wake Forest take on your number 8 NC State Hockey. Wake Forest now coming on the ice for warm-ups in their gold and black jerseys, decked out black and yellow, like the Wiz Khalifa song, black and yellow. Zach Sawai here alongside Logan Ward, who finally came up with me. We had some great talks on the way up here, Logan, seeing the sights around Wake Forest, Winston-Salem. All right. I got to get your thoughts
yes,
on
absolutely.
this.
We talked about
Why
this.
is it Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem?
You know, I can't honestly speak to it. I have no idea. But, you know, it's a good little look. They got the Wake Forest. They got the name recognition at this point. I honestly thought they were two different places for the longest time. But here we are.
Here we are anyway. NC State coming on now, decked out with the black and red and white, the home jerseys. As it stands for NC State, Joey Hall will be getting the start in the final regular season game, his final regular season game in Ice Pack jersey. And Josh Cannon will be serving as backup. Josh Cannon, a junior, will most likely be in the running for the starting goaltender for next year. But Josh has played impeccably well this season, Logan.
He's really done a great job when they've called upon him. So I think goaltending is going to be in good hands when Joey Hall is gone, but it's going to be somewhat sad to see him play his last regular season game. Going to miss that really aggressive style that he has out there.
Currently right now, some players are still making the drive up as far as we know, but they should be on the way, hopefully. These guys kind of need them. But looking on the ice right now, Cam Mazakowski out there reigning ACC champion, ACC Rookie of the Year. Whoops, had a slip there. But
not reigning champions yet.
Still can't forget the last time that these guys were here, Cam Mazakowski got a hat trick as these guys decked out Wake Forest 6-1 last season. All the way back in October, I think it was. It has been a long time since we've been here at the Annex. We'll be here next weekend for the ACC tournament as well. But Cam as well, he's starting to find his offensive touch finally.
He is starting to find his offensive touch. You know, he's had a rough season on the offensive side, but I think a lot of that can really just be contributed to the offensive prowess of the newcomers. Riley Johnson, Parker Zarek, and Alex Robinson all have just been absolutely fantastic, not to mention Laith Jadala on that first line. So I think really it's not as much on him as it is the rest of the team is just stepping up and scoring even more.
They have been impeccably well, that first line as you were talking about. But now to talk a little bit about Wake Forest, about 5 minutes and 50-ish seconds left before the warm-ups end. Going into Wake Forest, their leading scorer right now is Andrew Gebhardt, and he's someone that we talked about before the last game, but he was noticeably silent as State decked them out 10-0. What do they need to get him going today?
They really just need to find their offense. Again, State is a really good all-around team, but the thing they're best at is gaining control of the momentum and keeping it throughout the course of the game. Occasionally they'll slip up late, but I think Wake Forest was one of their best showings yet this season. They just locked down Wake, and Gebhardt wasn't able to get anything going. But I think the way they get him going is really just by trying to figure out State's defense and figuring it out early.
And as we've seen this season, State has had defensive issues towards the end of the game,
yes,
but their starts are impeccable. Last year, and as we've talked about a lot, the exact opposite. State had a horrible time of getting off to a good start and finishing well late, and it just reversed this year to where they're starting off great and sort of they're taking their foot off the gas towards the end. It's sort of been less noticeable over the past several games, but that has been good. But State had a lot of trouble last time against the top goaltender for Wake Forest, Cal Meyer. They did run him out of the game eventually, but still, going into this game, he's 9-2. Has a 2.46 goals against average and a save percentage of a .932. Honestly, one of my goaltenders for consideration for the top ACC goaltender of the year, really only behind Joey Hall. What do you got to say about Cal Meyer?
Cal Meyer just did a great job. Again, he really did a great job against the Ice Pack. Ice Pack's offense is just unbeatable. His defense has got to help him out more. But really, I agree with you. He's one of the best goaltenders we've seen this season. And again, Coach Healy actually talked about him during our interview the last time we played Wake Forest. Talked about how great a goaltender he is, and it's really tough to figure him out. But again, Healy talks about just chipping away, getting that goaltender's morale down, and eventually just defeating him.
I'm looking at him warm up right now. This dude is a very, very tall goaltender. Currently, he stands at 6'1", which is optimum goalie size, and most of the goalies in this league are shorter than 6'4". foot, so that is something to take note of as well. But it still led the team to some very solid records.
Yes.
They are 4-0-0-1 in their past 5. Their only tie coming against UNC Charlotte, and this is in their past 5 since they lost to State 10-0. So that game against State must have been sort of a wake-up call.
Really a wake-up call. They've done a great job. Again, we've talked about this team as a threat. Coach Healy said that they can't overlook this team and that they need to make sure that they don't let up against Wake Forest. Wake Forest being a threat, and there's a reason they're in the ACC playoffs.
Absolutely. Tyler Potts as well coming into this game, assistant captain for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. 11 points. He was somebody that was terrorizing State as of last year. Scott McKean, of course, was a big player for Wake Forest. He is notably absent this year, and he was the dagger in State's heart last year. Gone this year, so they're still looking to find some action from some of their top units. But going into their past 5, they just swept a back-to-back against the University of Kentucky. Kentucky is a very good team. They're not, I believe they are in the Southeast Division in the ACHA, but in sort of a different league. Talk about how crucial those last 2 wins were for Wake Forest.
Well, getting those last 2 wins really helped them out. Again, they're ranked number 20 right now. They're a good team, and getting into the playoffs was big. Getting those last 2 wins is a big reason of why they're in there, honestly. And again, Kentucky is a pretty good team. Always good to get a win against a conference opponent. So Wake Forest has proven that they can win. They're just going up against a team that has proven they can win even more in NC State.
And today's game does not count for league points as well. This is merely an exhibition match, but this holds a different value for State. While this game does not count towards ACC points, this game is going to be crucial for their regional status. They really want to go to regionals, and at this point, the ACC turning next week, essentially, it'll be added on to their final record. That's what we did last year here on PackTV.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the only game left that matters. Every game matters, of course.
Yes.
But towards regional status, this is a must-win.
Absolutely. No, this is a must-win against a quality opponent. Again, we have talked about the fact that Wake Forest is a good team, and they've proven it of late after that NC State loss. But this is a must-win for State, if not for record alone, just for a matter of pride. Going into the tournament with an undefeated record is always a good thing to have. And State has proven that they can win, but especially against a team like Wake Forest, they just really want to pile on here and get that undefeated regular season.
And, of course, Wake Forest is on a 3-game win streak. Coming off of that, of course, that tie against Charlotte, and that was huge as well. But still, that Duke game, you really can't let go of that. Our Wolfpack Outfitters, player of the game, I believe that was Parker in that game, Parker Zarek.
Yes.
Parker did an excellent job, and that whole second line did. Alex Robinson is a guy that I think we should watch out for today. He has been under the radar for such a long time, and he really deserves some more spotlight, and his offensive showing has finally come this late in the season. Just taking a look at some basic stats here, he has 32 points in 20 games played. Honestly, he's in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. Robo has come on of late. Just really incredible to see how he stepped up his game. Was very quiet at the beginning of the year. Not a lot of action going on from him, but he's stepped it up as this team has needed more offensive production. Again, that second line is such a strong part of this Ice Pack team, and he just makes it even stronger. Having Sarek and Riley Johnson alone would really boost them, but Robinson is that glue guy who holds everything down, is just a solid all-around player, and I agree with you that he really should be in the running for Rookie of the Year.
And there's the horn. I do not believe they are going to Zamboni the ice. I think we're going to go straight into the game, which is going to be crucial. While we get this all figured out, we're going to take a break here on PackTV and be right back for Puck Drop right here at the Annex in Winston-Salem. Hello again. A little bit of a short break there. My apologies. Turns out the teams are getting ready for the team introductions. Looks like Alice Rusher will be getting the start. Cam Mazakowski will be starting. Eric Todd looks like he will be centering that first line with Ryan Kinney and Sam Banashevitz. An interesting setup there for Coach Gazillo.
Absolutely. One we haven't seen too much of this year. And Estradov not getting the start here.
And now waiting for the Demon Deacons. Blake Mueller will be starting today for the Demon Deacons. Matt Sovoletti, 4 points in 5 games. Reed Anderson will now be coming in as well. Andrew Gebhardt coming on a little bit of a slip from the PA announcer. Tyler Potts been around as long as the PA announcer. Great information.
Absolutely great player for this team. Very important to this team as well.
Cal Mayer getting the start today. The red is outnumbering all the black and gold in the stands as it stands.
Right now, a great showing from the Ice Pack fans.
Looks like it is the a cappella group for Wake Forest here. Let's take a listen to this national anthem. Call in Mario the plumber. Boy, oh boy, do those guys have pipes. Zach Salai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. My analogies are finally getting to you at this point, this late in the year. It just had to happen.
Absolutely, just a fantastic one there. A great showing from the acapella. Always good to see the arts getting representation.
I thought you were going to say a great one from me. You know, Logan, I've been with you for a whole year. You got to be complimenting these by now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I've come to expect it. It's part of the broadcast at this point.
So they're announcing the starting times for the ACC tourney, and we're not exactly sure if that's right. There has been, because the schedule is still fluid, there's still ACC games on deck for today. that will decide the final time. State will be either playing at noon or at 3. We're waiting to go. And here we go. Eric Todd facing off against Gebhardt for the opening draw. Want to welcome you here to the Annex all the way here in Winston-Salem, Wake Forest University. Don't know why that is. Zach Sawai and Logan Warren for PackTV. Ryan Kinney sends it into the zone and it goes just wide. Now on the offensive end for NC State, the clock just started. Sam Benishevitz lost control of that puck and Ellis Rushford now hangs on to it. Skating his way back in, lofts it back into the far corner, skates it behind Cal Meyer and crew. Sam Benishevitz decked out in black and red with a lofty pass back to the point. Mazakowski tipped out in front, and Eric Todd makes an amazing first play in the slot. 19:27 left to go here. Early offensive pressure.
Really, a lot of offensive pressure. We talk about how important it is for this Ice Pack team to get that first goal in the first 10 minutes. They weren't able to do that against Duke in the first period and actually fell behind, but they have done a great job here so far.
Rushford to Banishevitz. What a save by Meyer to begin this game. Ian O'Rourke now back. Sam Benishevitz tips it back in the neutral zone at the red line. And there goes that second unit now coming on. Zarek just gets off the bench. He intercepts that puck in the neutral zone. Eric Mura took a slip. Back to Banishevitz. Back to Zarek. Zarek now lofts it. Mass save there for Cal Meyer. Parker Zarek now works it back into his own end. Back in the Wake Forest end. Behind the net. Now working it back into the far corner. Riley Johnson. Johnson hanging on to it at the half wall. Dangles it with it. Parker Zarek now. Zarek on the backhand. Behind the net. Looking for some options. Ian O'Rourke is back at the blue line waiting for something to happen. Eric Muir at the other side. What a move there by Robo. Gets tripped up. No call, and there will be a penalty. The first one of the match. The refs are ready to go. 18:41 left to go here in the second, and it looks like taking a seat will be Nick Kerouac. 2-minute call for tripping. Rough start there for Wake Forest.
Absolutely. You hate to see a penalty happen that early. You know the Demon Deacons have to be disappointed with that. Ice Pack have struggled a little bit with their early special teams. They need to take advantage of that right here on the power play.
Tie up on the face-off draw. Wake Forest will take the win on that one. Eric Mura keeps it in with his leg. Eric Mura now sends it back over to Riley Johnson, who hangs onto it at the half wall. Switch places it with Robinson. Robinson now dangles, trying to find some options. Johnson goes into the slot. Ian O'Rourke on the other side, and there's Eric Mura. Mura back over to O'Rourke. O'Rourke at the other half wall on the bench side. There's Parker Zarek. Zarek now can't find it. Sends it to O'Rourke. Still lost it. O'Rourke now hanging on to it. Not much being done here to get a shot off. Johnson to the front. Robinson can't get a shot off there. And there's Zarek. Zarek now hangs on to it. A glove flies off. Looks like it's... I can't see whose glove flew off. There's Robinson. Back to Zarek. Zarek looking to make something happen, and there's O'Rourke. O'Rourke wrists one, and it was blocked out in front, right off the hash marks on the far circle. And there's Johnson. Johnson sends it in, hangs onto it to Robinson. Robinson with a shot, and it goes just high. And hanging onto it once again, there's Andrew Adams. He carries it through the neutral zone. Adams now with Mura defending. Can't find it. Joey Hall coming out of his net to make the poke check and still can't make anything happen. And again, early offensive pressure.
A lot of early offensive pressure, but good defense from the Demon Deacons here so far. And likewise for the Ice Pack on that possession right there. Mura doing a great job of stopping Adams there.
There's Robinson on his backhand. Can't get past there in number 9. In black and gold. They're still hanging on to it, and there's Robinson. Robinson back to Mazakowski, and that was Todd. Robinson now hangs on to it. Eric Todd. Back to Robinson. Halko at the blue line. Sends it back to him. Devin Halko has been quietly outstanding this year, looking to find some offense. There's Eric Todd once again. Can't hang on to it. Graphic design major still looking to see if he can create some offense. With a shot, Cal Meyer with the glove. Easy save for him from the right circle.
And Meyer has just done a fantastic job here so far, doing a great job of deterring the shots, as it looks like State will accomplish nothing here on this power play. The Demon Deacons succeeding on their penalty kill.
State now 0 for 1 on the power play. 16:36 left to go here in the first period. Now back at the Wake Forest, and this game has been all NC State, but that may change. Wake Forest now back on the forecheck. Now carrying it forward is Nick Kerouac, who just got out of the penalty box, and now it's sent back to the point with a bomb tipped out in front, and it goes just behind the net. Joey Hall can't seem to find it. Devin Halco now with a block behind his own end. Now back towards the concession stands. There's Kerouac to the front of the net. Still can't find it. Hanging on to it, that was Brendan Grigori. And now Banishevitz. Banishevitz in his own end. Power move, and there he goes. Banishevitz with the back backhand, and it goes just high, but Cal Meyer made the initial save there, and there they go once again. Costigan can't get the tip out in front. Mazakowski, tip out in front once again. Back in his own end to collect it is Dan Herdick. Herdick now collecting it, now sends it back up to number 28 and Jack McGowan. Alex Vedetta. Vedetta can't find anyone back in front, and once again, there's McGowan. McGowan now, Mazakowski, just back and forth play once again. A little bit of some seesaw action there as Grigori now. And we go back into the neutral zone, and fresh bodies come on.
IcePack have been getting these opportunities for shots. Haven't been able to convert anything, but again, if they're able to chip away at Cal Meyer, who's done a great job here so far for the Demon Deacons.
McGowan on some solo action, carries it through, some dump and chase, but Joey Hall wants to go cherry picking early. 15-16 left to go here.
Really seeing from Joey Hall what we've seen all season. Really aggressive out of the net, but it's a high-risk, high-reward system. He did a great job with the glove there.
I think we just got a shutout. Anyway, Kim Mazakowski hanging on to it. The PA announcer was announcing some of the announcers for next weekend. PackTV will be teaming up with the Carolina Thunderbirds to bring forth all the ACC action. So be sure to stay tuned for that next weekend. We'll be there. Missing out on some homework, but it's fine. You know, I need my GPA back, but these guys need the win more. As Riley Johnson back into the Wake Forest end, hangs on to it with the backhand and still lost it. And now Wake Forest will carry it back out, and there's Andrew Adams once again. Adams lost it in the neutral zone as Mazakowski now back in the defensive end for NC State. Wake Forest hasn't seen a lot of offensive pressure so far.
They haven't really, but their defense has been strong against the IcePack. They failed to convert it into any sort of offensive pressure. But that could change here as they seem to be getting a little bit more aggressive here in the early goings.
Rushford bodies down a man in McCallum Bebeau. Bebeau just got rocked by the former Marine, and there goes Zarek once again. Zarek drops it, and it goes just wide, intended for Robinson at the blue line, and it was still lost there. Ian O'Rourke is now at the backside. Ian O'Rourke now in the neutral zone, playing at the upper half wall just beyond the blue line in the neutral zone, and Alex Robinson lost control. That is Ryan Kinney now comes on. Lines are back to regular. It looks like Eric Todd may still be on that first line, but Nikita Anastratov and Laith Chadala are on the bench, but currently haven't seen any action from them. We'll be waiting. Play is stopped on an offside call with 13:51 left to go.
Really quiet here in the early goings. A lot of good defense from both teams here so far. Wake Forest has done an excellent job of trying to keep NC State from crashing on the net. It's worked so far. We'll see how long that lasts.
Banashevitz, Todd, and Kinney. The line still stands facing off against Wake Forest. Now clearing that puck in was Captain Robert Root. Root sends that one back into Eric Mura, UNC Charlotte transfer, has been playing well this year. And Eric Todd takes a scary hit to the boards. What a save by Joey Hall. Again with a rebound, and it goes just wide. Gebhardt with the best chance of the game for Wake Forest.
Joey Hall just seemed to lose the puck on that one. Tried to go to the other side. Gebhardt really could have converted there, but it looks like Joey Hall recovered barely in time to make that save. Great play by him.
Off the draw, Gebhardt wanted to make something happen with a quick shot. Taking that one was Solvaletti, and it goes just wide. Solvaletti with the check on O'Rourke now as the puck is flittered back in, and there's Banashevitz. Banashevitz with Todd on his wing, still looking for it to make something happen. And Root now. Root takes a slip. There was a banana peel on the ice. Eric Todd now going back into his own end in the neutral zone, and now it is rushed forward once again by Grigori, who takes a shot, and Joey Hall once again just snags it out of the air.
Great job by Joey Hall there, doing what he does best. Cherry picking, as you like to say. Great glove save. Really incredible to watch, honestly. I can't imagine making some of the saves he does.
Matt Koski and Brennan Seppi getting in some action today.
Another one of those glue guys we talk about, can really put him in anywhere and he'll be able to contribute.
Big guy as well. Good to see him on the team. Ian O'Rourke, Eric Muir, the defensive pairing, Alex Vedetta now. Vedetta, defenseman last year, moved up to winger this year as Costigan now skates it through. Costigan with some legs. Costigan, who got a goal in the last game, an exciting one to watch. Alex Fong, who had registered a goal against Duke, is not playing, but he is here. Gonna see if we can get him up sooner or later to talk some NC State hockey. Now trying to clear that one back out in his own end. That was Grigori. That whole line is back out once again. LaBelle chasing it, sent just wide. Kerouac can't get it past Ian O'Rourke. Offensively quiet season so far for Nick Kerouac. only 13 points in 14 games. So still the third leading scorer for Wake Forest, but they needed to step up more. NC State has dominated this game.
One of those players that we've talked a lot about defensively, though, especially in that last matchup between the Ice Pack and Wake Forest, Kerouac was active on the ice, just really more in a defensive role than anything on offense.
Second line now back out for NC State as Devin Halka holds on to that one. Will make a DDD pass all the way over to Davis Hudson. Hudson can't get it past the big-bodied Andrew Adams. And now it is carried back once again by Wake Forest. Holding onto it, there's LaRoe. LaRoe sends it up to Adams. Adams tries to toe drag, but Parker Zarek makes a great play. Adams still lost it and sends it back into the corner for the collection by Eric Kaloof. Kaloof now will send that one up to Robinson, who takes it away. Now back into his own end, and there's Johnson. Johnson rips it in a great save by Kalmeyer, and he hangs on.
Really just been the tale of two goalies here. Joey Hall and Cal Meyer have both just been absolutely incredible here so far. Great glove saves from both. A good shot by Johnson there. Meyer just having the wherewithal to save that one.
Johnson with the backhand, no one there. Robinson with the rebound, and it goes just wide. What an amazing sequence of events. Robinson in front of the net picking up the Johnson rebound. What a save and sequence by Cal Meyer. And they still hang on. Robinson lost it, but he regains it. They're in the corner now to Cal Meyer's left side, so from our vantage point, the right side. Zarek couldn't hang on to it as Johnson will now send that puck all the way back in. And Robinson now will chase that one in a foot race with Blake Mueller. Mueller now will send that one all the way up. Hanging on to it was Zarek, and now it's carried back out. That line of Tyler Potts and Gebhardt is now on. Gebhardt through the middle. Wake Forest leading scorer. Gebhardt tries to get in with a shot. Joey Hall hangs the ground. Refs blew the whistle, but the puck was still in play. 10:48 left to go.
A little bit of a confusing call there. I believe that they thought Joey had landed on top of it, but the puck was not in his possession. A little bit too early of a whistle there by the ref, but the Ice Pack will take that one.
State still looking to make something happen here. Ryan Kinney will be taking that draw. Eric Todd on the side. Kamazkal sends it over to Banashevitz. Banashevitz will work it in with some speed. Now carried it through. Banashevitz lost the guy. Lost him. And now it's sent back. There's Root. Robert Root now off the glass. Ellis Rusher will now hang on to that one as Ryan Kinney now hangs on back to one. They're still in the Wake Forest end. Now carried it forward again was Root. Root all the way back up. There's Grigori. Grigori now sends that forward. Joey Hall with the easy stick save. They're now back in the NC State end in the far corner. Again with the shot blocked out in front. Eric Todd, an amazing sequence there. And there's Sam Banashevitz. Banashevitz lost that battle as Cam Mazakowski with the backhand will just send that one over to Ellis Rusher to play some games. And carried back again. There's Grigori. Grigori in a battle with Eric Todd. No call on that. Almost had a trip back in the neutral zone at the red line. Some interesting shoving going on over here. Ryan Kinney lost that one. Battled. And Gilbert got in some action, but there's a penalty, an interference call. We'll see what that one's for.
Really aggressive play out of these two teams, and it looks like Rushford will be sent off. Again, one of those players whose aggressive style of play earns him more than his fair share of penalty trips. But really one of the core members going to be sorely missed next year, Ellis, I'll kill ya, Rushford.
That's a name. Parker Zarek and Sam Banashevitz, Ian O'Rourke, and it looks like Eric Mura are the team's designated penalty killers for this game. And now back at the point, there's Mueller. Mueller sends it forward. Playing some games, back out. That pass was intended all the way back for Mueller, but it's sent back. Wake Forest's power play needs to get going.
Really, they do. The special teams is one of the facets that if State gets an advantage on, they will beat you and badly. State has struggled at certain points, especially earlier this season on those special teams, but they've done a good job here. Both defenses have reigned supreme here.
All the way back in, there goes McGowan once again. McGowan wearing Scott McKean's number from last year, one of the best players for Wake Forest in recent memory. Surprised he didn't retire that jersey number. 9:14 left to go here on the penalty kill now as NC State with about $1:14 left to go in that one. Zach Soleil, Logan Ward for PackTV. And there's Sam Banashevitz with a clap bomb and a great save by Cal Meyer. Parker Zarek now try to get in some action there. Offensive penalty kill, and they still lost it. In the back end, and there's Mueller. Mueller flanking on his side. That was Grigori. Grigori now will have that puck back in the neutral zone. Robinson couldn't hang on to that. Banashevitz was going off for a line change. Now back on is Robinson and Johnson. Now that puck was deflected back out in the middle. That was Karras. Karras now back to McGowan. McGowan over to Mueller. Now in the NC State end. The puck was sent in and a great save once again by Joey Hall with a rebound off the pad once again. Still looking to make something happen. Now they're back at the point, and there's Mueller. Mueller all the way back over to Grigori. Grigori with the backhand stick. Now back at the blue line. 27 seconds left to go here on the penalty kill for NC State. Ian O'Rourke with the quick shot block off a great shot from LaBelle. And there's Mueller. Mueller now. LaBelle with a shot from the half wall. Ian O'Rourke once again blocks that shot like a piece of armor. Forgot what it was. We're going to say a shield. Like a shield. What a play there by Ian O'Rourke. There's an analogy, Logan. A shot from the point from McGowan. It was blocked by Robinson, and now they're heading back into the offensive end, and they still can't find it. Trevor Merchant, who finally made it here to Winston-Salem. Great to see him on the ice. Great to see him back skating. Had a great skate on Thursday night there, Logan.
Absolutely, and it looks like somebody has lost a stick out there. That one just kind of hanging out there in the middle of the ice, has not been removed yet. Unsure who lost it.
There goes $150. Trevor Merchant lost that one, falls awkwardly. He seems to be okay. Now getting back into it, Tyler Alfonzetti. Now back on the ice, Tyler Alfonzetti in his final regular season game for NC State. About to graduate alongside Sam Benishevitz, Davis Hudson, Joey Hall, and a lot of great other guys. And now that puck is sent all the way back into the NC State end, 7:11 left to go.
It looks like we actually have had several players slip out here on this ice. Have to wonder if maybe it's the result of it not being cleaned. But really interesting to watch. It's very physical. It's getting a little chippier down here.
Rob Brute sends that one back into his own end for Kaloof. Kaloof sends that one in front, toppling on top of Joey Hall. He's still out of the net, and it looks like that puck will not go in. Trevor Merchant tried to clear that out, but it's caught up top by Root. Now back in his own end. Adams with a shot, and no luck there. That puck stays in. It almost flipped out on the far side, on the penalty box side. Tyler Alfonzetti, Ryan Kinney in a board battle with Andrew Adams. I couldn't think of the words right there. Isn't that my job? Funny. 6:30 left to go.
Joey Hall is very fortunate that one didn't go in. He overcommitted to trying to save that one and grab it. But had he not been able to control that one.
Lace Jadala. Jadala on a 2-on-1. And a Stratov. What a save by Cal Meyer. Once again, the 6'1" Wake Forest goaltender stands his ground, proves why he's in the running for the ACC Goaltender of the Year.
The Great Wall of Cal Meyer has just stood at time. Really, he's let nothing through. He's done a great job. State's got to find a way to figure him out.
A great 2-on-1 setup there. Jadala with the great cross-ice pass. Nothing to do. Rusher with some speed. And Estradov again on the 2-on-1 in the slot. Cal Meyer. Great save once again. Rusher now sends that back, and there's Laith Jadala. Jadala now behind the net is Anastradov with some great forechecking pressure against Tyler Potts. Laith Jadala now hangs on to Anastradov. Anastradov can't find it. Jadala now. Banishevitz now. That first line is now back together. Anastradov a sweeping check back in the slot. Defended well. Banishevitz just throws it back in the net, and Cal Meyer plays it with his stick. Tyler Potts at the half wall and hangs on to it. And Mazikowski will have to settle that one back down to the neutral zone, and they start again. And there's Johnson. Quick platoon swap, as you said it best there, Logan. Johnson now sends that one in. Great stick block there by Braxton McNulty. And Rushford will collect it.
Both defenses have done a great job here so far. Both teams getting plenty of opportunities, just nothing happening. It looks like that will not be called. Rushford taking a punch to the back of the head there. Really surprised that's not called. It looks like there will be a delay call.
There's two arms up for both refs there. I believe what happened in that play, Rushford initially got the hit, and then McCallum Babeau just punched him in the head, and Rushford went down. What a strange sequence of events. I don't think Rushford will go off. It was a clean hit originally, and then Babeau went in and just got him square. But Johnson will be going. No, Johnson just collected his stick.
I was about to say, I was very confused as to why Johnson was going off there. He wasn't even close to the action. Babeau just being sent off for 2 minutes. A little surprised there. That was a little bit of a rough penalty.
Now back in the faceoff dot, there's Parker Zarek. NC State will be going on the power play for the second time. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one. And there they go. Off the draw, Grigori can't get the win as Robinson sweeps in off that faceoff dot and collects it. It is now behind the net as Ian O'Rourke will now collect that puck back at the blue line. Alex Robinson at the half wall, still trying to make something happen, and there's O'Rourke. O'Rourke back to Zarek. O'Rourke crashing the net, and there's Johnson with a shot. Blocked out in front. That was scary there. What a save and what a clear by Reed Anderson from the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and there's Robinson. Robinson going back, and there's Zarek. Zarek now hangs onto it at the half wall, and there's O'Rourke. O'Rourke through traffic, and he scores! What a shot by Ian O'Rourke. 3:59 left to go in the first period. 1-0 NC State on the power play.
Absolutely fantastic shot from Ian O'Rourke there. The club president, he's just done a fantastic job out there. Really more of a glue guy, but occasionally he will get his shots. Managing to sink that one. Cal Meyer, it looks like he just slipped and was unable to recover.
What a goal there by Ian O'Rourke. An amazing shot right there from the point. An amazing job by him once again as that puck is sent back to Rob Root. Rob Root carries it through off the pad, and it goes in the doorstep. The puck is still loose. It's in the crease. Joey Hall. An amazing play once again by the masked man.
Brilliant strategy there from Wake Forest, really just getting off the jump and trying to make something happen there, which they almost did. They almost caught Joey Hall out a little bit. Again, known for that aggressive style of play where he kind of hangs out a little further away from the net.
There's Grigori. Grigori with the backhand, now back into his own end, and there's, once again, hanging onto it, there's Kerouac. Kerouac lost it, and now Zarek's in the back end. And Johnson now at the half wall. Kerouac still has it. No, he doesn't. And now it's back. Eric Mura. Johnson playing some juggling there. This isn't a circus, but here we are anyway. Now it goes behind the net as Ian O'Rourke will go to collect that behind Joey Hall. A pressuring man in Karras. And now it is sent back into the NC State end.
Looks like State is having a little bit of trouble with miscommunication aside from that O'Rourke. Great shot from him, but it looks like State as a whole is just miscommunicating a little bit. Some sloppy passes and really just some incidents that they would rather clean up.
Eric Mura just bodied down a man in Ben Gilbert. Huge guy by himself. He's 6'4", taller than I'll ever be. I stand at the ripe height of 5'8", I think. I think with the hair I'm 5'8". What do you think, Logan?
I'd say that's fair.
That's fair?
That's
Yep.
fair.
Off that draw, it looks like Wake Forest will take that one as that puck is rushed back in by McGowan. Devin Halka will be the checking man on him. Great back check there by State as Vedetta lofts that one ahead. Eric Todd lost that puck. The fourth line now back out for Coach Gazzillo and crew, who is 20-0 on the year, the best season since the 2015-2016 season, in which they came just short of that title in the ACC. McGowan now will hang on to it. Now it goes back. Eric Todd with the pressure as Matt Costigan lost that one. Davis Hudson will send that one forward, and now hanging back onto that, Adams lost control. Addison taken away. Vedetta with a shot, and it goes just wide. Can't get that one there. Vedetta was hanging on in the slot. An amazing job by him. Ben Gilbert just lost it. And now Devin Halko will be the checking man. Great pressure once again by Andrew Adams, and that puck is sent all the way back for an icing call.
Again, defense is...
Fans, it is your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of PackTV Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. And one more time, that's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. Anyway, Logan, going off what you were going to say about the defense.
Really just incredible showing from both teams. That one shot from O'Rourke just managing to get past Cal Meyer. Meyer has played a very good game so far. His defense has allowed a lot of shots on his goal. But really, Joey Hall and Cal Meyer have been the two stories of this game. They've made such incredible saves here. Two very different styles, as Meyer prefers to hang out in the back of the net, while Joey Hall, as we've seen, is just all over the place.
1:59 left to go here in the first period. Stayed up by one off a goal by Ian O'Rourke. We'll get back to you on those assists on that play. With a shot there, great shot once again by Solvaletti, and it goes just wide. Devin Halka with the backhand clear, and now rush back up. There's Matt Costigan. Costigan lost that puck, and now hanging on to it was Brendan McNulty. McNulty lost that as Jadala now will get some speed there. Jadala now crashing the net, and there he goes. Jadala can't get it quite on the net. A great defensive play there by LaRose. And now Anastradov getting in some extra action, 8-on-8. LaRose is number 8. Now back in, Banashevitz lost that one, and now to send all the way back in the neutral zone. A lot of back and forth play here in the first period, as now Banashevitz will just loft that puck in. Cal Meyer will just want to slow that one down with $1:20 left to go here.
The Ice Pack have certainly taken more shots here, but Cal Meyer has really stood up to the challenge. I know we've said a lot about him in the early goings here. Wake Forest has looked pretty strong here, but the Ice Pack have answered.
Nikita Anastradov taking that draw against Jennings LaBelle. And there's Banashevitz. Back up to Mazakowski. That puck is sent behind. Laith Jadala sent that one just wide. He's now back in the Wake Forest end, trying to get some offensive pressure against Reed Anderson. The defense, no icing there. Cam Mazakowski, just about a minute left to go in this first period. Coming up, of course, in this first period intermission report, me and Logan will ramble on about, well, hockey, I think. That's the plan. Of course, it always takes a turn at some point, talking about cooking if we're hungry. And now they carry it forward once again. There's Grigori. Grigori now looking for the backhand. Back in the NC State end. Cam Mazakowski now behind Joey Hall. Will try to send that one ahead. He has a flanking man at Banashevitz. Sends that one just wide as Nikita Anastradov can't get through. Grigori once again still goes wide, and there's Rushford. Rushford can't quite hang on to it, and there he goes. There's Ellis Rushford. Great moves, and there's Jadala. Jadala, what a save there by Cal Meyer, and it's sent back out. Sam Banashevitz is the checking man. Mazakowski was onside on that play and was able to send that one in. Ellis Rushford now back on the offense, the forechecking man. Sam Banashevitz in his own, and then there's Mazakowski at the blue line with a shot, and it goes just wide. Just about 7 seconds left to go. Back out in front. Banashevitz missed a chance there to get one in, and the period is over. Mazakowski throws down a man at the penalty box to cap off a raucous first period.
Really aggressive play out of these two teams. Really going back and forth at each other as Banashevitz is the first off the ice. Just incredible showing from both of these teams. Aggressive play, good defense, and both goalies playing their hearts out.
That's going to be it for this first period. We'll be back with some analysis and all that cool stuff right here on PackTV. raucous first period just came to an end just about 7 minutes ago. I'm not good at math, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Zach Saleh here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward himself. About 8:40 left to go until the puck drop for the second period. What a raucous first period. Ian O'Rourke had the lone goal in that one. It was just a lot of back and forth. Wake Forest was really trying to catch up to State's pace, and it sort of got to them towards the end. Ian O'Rourke, of course, broke the silence, and it was crucial that that happened. But all in all, Wake has really shown why they moved into the top 20.
Absolutely. No, this has been a great performance for both teams so far. Again, we talked about it a lot in that first period. Cal Meyer has done a fantastic job, as has Joey Hall. But both defenses have really just been the better part of both teams. Offenses, not a lot going on. Again, Ian O'Rourke getting that one shot from distance. Cal Meyer slipping while trying to recover and trying to block that one, just unable to get to position.
Nonetheless, though, Joey Hall has stood the test of time. He wasn't really tested with anything too hard in that period. A lot of the saves he made, I wouldn't say were unnecessary, but they were shots that were flying over his head that would have not hit the net anyway, but you know, it is what it is, and he did want to make those stops anyway. So it was a very good showing by him. But nonetheless, let's talk about that second line once again. The assists on Ian O'Rourke's goal belong to Alex Robinson and Parker Zarek, two guys that have been talking about for the longest time. They've been so under the radar. Yeah. What did you like off that play?
Really just a fantastic play all around. O'Rourke converting on what was a really good shot. Just saw where Meyer was going to be unable to get to. Not sure if he would have made it if not for that slip. But still, just an incredible shot by O'Rourke, catching him off balance, and the passing leading to him just finding that open shot. Really a great job from Zarek and Robinson.
Zarek, of course, had a few good offensive looks in that period, but nonetheless, the physicality was something as well. As you saw, Alice Rushford getting a very big hit there on our side towards the benches, and then getting rocked once again. I believe hitting him, that was Bebeau. Bebeau socked him in the face pretty much, and that caused Bebeau to go off, and that eventually led to the O'Rourke goal. But nonetheless, this game has been physical.
Yes.
It's been two big body teams facing off against each other.
Absolutely. No, and just seeing how physical these two teams are, a lot of board battles between the two of them. Really just incredible to watch. It's always fun to watch two teams going at each other, and especially when these two teams are as physical and as accommodated to being physical. It's really a lot of fun to watch.
Well, looking me dead in the face, the Carolina Thunderbirds play here from the Federation Hockey League, who are extremely good. We have some stats in front of us, actually. It looks like, I believe there's going to be a game pretty soon here. They're 31-0-1-3. They're first in the FHL. Holy moly. They are extremely good, and of course this is the new home. We'll be working with the Thunderbirds broadcasting crew for next weekend for the ACC tourney, in case everyone did not hear that before. But looking at me dead in the face is a puck hanging from the ceiling with the Thunderbirds logo on it.
Yes.
Intricate colors. I like the white blotches, signifying the little feathers on the sides of the wings there. Red more towards the center, and of course it looks like it's a bald eagle, but they call it the Thunderbirds. Electrifying. And, of course, in the great words of Lightning McQueen, lightning before thunder. Or ka-chow.
Really, just a really good design logo. It's always good to see good design and unique design, because so many of these teams will just copy and maybe palette swap a different logo of a more professional team. But the Thunderbirds have a very unique design, actually have some memorabilia out in front, painting on the wall of their old logos. Their old logo was a bird that had a hockey mask on. Was certainly an interesting design, to say the least. But actually some interesting info on why Wake Forest plays in Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem just was able to more accommodate Wake Forest. Wake Forest was a little too small for the college, and they moved it to be more towards the med school. And that is why, instead of being in Wake Forest is in Winston-Salem.
You learn more every day, and that's why, Logan, I'm very grateful to have you around. This is the final regular season game, of course, for the 2018-2019 season. Next week in the ACC tourney, of course. We don't know yet if State will be playing at 12 or 3. Stay tuned for that on our Twitter at IntoThePack. Or, of course, you can follow myself at Zach Saleh on Twitter. I should probably tweet something about it soon, I think. We'll figure that one out for sure. We're going to take a break here on PackTV. Looks like the period will just about to start here. Coach is coming back on the ice. We will be right back. Teams now coming back on the ice here for the beginning of the second. Want to welcome you back here to PackTV. Zach Saloy alongside Logan Ward here for today's call. We're not saying tonight's call. It's a 1 p.m. puck drop. Well, they told us it was 1 p.m.
Yes.
Probably started around 1:15. We started our pregame at around 12:45. They tricked us, Logan. we got to get back at them for that, but nonetheless, great information being provided here by the PA announcer. NC State will be serving as the home team for today for next weekend tournament, particularly because they have clinched the Carolina East Division.
Yes. Really just a great showing from this team. Again, being the home team, certainly got an advantage here today. A better showing of Ice Pack fans out here than Demon Deacons. Cal Meyer getting ready in net.
Both teams have switched sides here. So there is going to be a Thunderbirds game tonight. We won't be staying around for that. I would like to, personally.
It's really good to see it. The Thunderbirds have had a really good season. Again, like you were saying, 31-0-1-3. Hard to get better than that. Really just incredible showing from them this season. Again, we've talked about the growth of hockey in North Carolina all the time.
You're right.
Even on the lower levels, it's impressive to see how much better they're getting.
You just love it to see it. That's the new motto. Nikita Anastratov did not win that draw once again. Now it is carried back into his own end. Eric Kaluf now send that back into the NC State end. Ken Mazakowski will hang on to that. Ellis Rushford slipped. There was a banana peel on the ice. Now carrying it forward. Jadala, what a save by Joey Hall. An amazing shot there from Eric Kaluf to begin the period. Just 15 seconds in.
Joey Hall doing what he does best with that glove, making saves and just snatching them out of midair. Doesn't matter where the shot is, he's got a chance at catching it as long as he's not rolling around on the ground. Nikita
Anastratov will win that draw. On his side was Ellis Rushford, pressuring him. Music's not off yet with Sovoletti. The Eye of the Tiger just kept playing. I would like it to keep going. Anastratov sends it in, held on, but it's still loose, and now they're going to go after Nikita Anastratov.
Not happy about how he kept going after the puck after the goalie made the save. Goalie complaining to the referees. It looks like there will not be... Oh. There will be a penalty enforced as Nikita Anastratov is sent off, having some choice words for the referees there. I'm sure ones that we would not like to repeat on the broadcast here.
You're catching on there, Logan.
Anastratov, probably the second most penalized player after Rushford. The two starting defensemen for this Ice Pack team. Don't believe that was correct by the PA announcer there.
I think Hunter LaRoe is, in fact, a Demon Deacon there, and Nikita Anastratov will take a seat. NC State on the penalty kill once again, 1-for-1 so far. They lead the game 1-0. 19:20 left to go in the second period after a raucous first period. Once again, this game does not count towards points in the ACC standings. Puck is sent in. Joey Hall will glove onto that one. Some extra words out in front. Alfonzetti got in a shove match with Eric Kaloof. But once again, this game doesn't count towards points in the ACC standings. But of course, this game does matter towards regionals, which are coming up on between March 1st and March 3rd.
Things getting a little chippy out here, actually. Both teams starting to go after each other a little bit more. We still got 19 minutes left here in this second period, so things could boil over.
Adams to Kaloof. Kaloof now hangs on to it. Back in his own end, just behind. There's McGowan. Now sends that one back. Hanging on to that one. That was Gebhardt, rather. And now Rushford. Rushford tries to backhand that one out, and he does. And it's sent back all the way into the Wake Forest end for Cal Meyer to hang on for the rush back out by Blake Mueller. Say that 5 times fast. And now Trevor Merchant on the forecheck just in front of Cal Meyer back in the Wake Forest end. Through the neutral zone as Adams carries it through. Adams with the cross-ice pass to Kaloof. Kaloof with a shot again, goes off to the side of the net, but Joey Hall wants to settle it down.
Absolutely fantastic save by him yet again. Using that glove to his advantage. His hand-eye coordination is absolutely amazing to watch. Can really grab it out of midair anywhere it's at.
And now that puck is sent all the way back. They're on the power play once again for Wake Forest. Here we go.
Wake Forest trying to make something happen here. Not a lot going on for the Demon Deacons on offense in that first period, trying to get their first score of the game. Really aggressive in the early goings here.
And now that puck is sent back into their own end. Of course, we are here today. Sorry for no video feed here on PackTV. The beautiful people over at Wake Forest University are doing a video feed for tonight's match. We're just doing a radio call here. Zach Solai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward for tonight's call. That puck is sent back. Parker Zarek now trying to hang on to it as Parker Zarek will clear it out on that play. Eric Todd now sends that one all the way back in. Big support also from the NC State hockey family here. Sam Benishevitz's mom and dad are here, as well as Riley Johnson, Parker Zarek, a lot of Ice Pack families. Assistant coach Tim Healy's family is here as well, all decked out in red and white. Incredible fan support. It was only about a 2-hour drive.
Absolutely. And again, that really just shows how good they've been this season. Their fans have been everywhere they go, really. A great showing for the Ice Pack fans, and they've been rewarded with a great season from this Ice Pack team.
Eric Muir tried to clear that one out, and he couldn't, but he does. Banashevitz penalty over for Nikita Anastratov. Jadala sends that one in, and it goes just wide. 17:10 left to go here. That puck is sent all the way back in. Jadala now hangs on to it to the middle. Banashevitz, what a save by Cal Meyer. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Really just an incredible save. Like you said, managed to somehow get his arm down and pin that one against his pads. Meyer has looked strong all game.
Nikita Anastratov now back on the ice after a weird penalty. State now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Nikita Anastratov, Ian O'Rourke, Sam Banashevitz, Leith Jadala. Banashevitz with a shot! Goes off the side of the net. I thought it went in there for a second, but it goes just back. Anastratov now behind the Wake Forest net. Now hanging on to it once again. That was Herdick. Herdick now. Back to Jadala. Jadala now hanging back onto it. They're still in the Wake Forest end. Now sent all the way flying forward to Babo. Babo, the forechecking man against Eric Mura. Now that's sent back. Ian O'Rourke tried to loft that one ahead to Dodala. Goes off his stick to nullify the icing, and now they're all the way back to carry it for it once again. There's Herdick. Herdick with the lofty pass all the way up to Adams. Adams with a wicked wrister, and it goes just by the blocker side of Joey Hall as Devin Halco tries to get in a corner battle there. Alfonzetti tries to spring that one forward. Can't get it. Makes a bad pass. Now back. Merchant bats it out of the air, only to be handled once again by the Demon Deacons. Merchant now back in. There's Jadala. A little bit of a miscommunication there as Kinney took that shot. Jadala is back on the bench. Ryan Kinney now with Trevor Merchant and Tyler Alfonzetti, that third line. Back out in full spirits there. There's Devin Halco. Halco with a shot and a great save there by Cal Meyer. Ryan Kinney was in front of the net. And now they're still in the Wake Forest end. About 15:50 left to go here in the second period, rather. Davis Hudson sends that one ahead to Kinney, and things start to settle down here at the Annex.
Again, defense has just played a big role in this game. Only 1-0 in favor of the Ice Pack. Wake Forest has looked good and they've gotten several opportunities, but Joey Hall has just done a great job and the defense has helped limit shots.
Alfonzetti with a shot goes off the pad of Cal Meyer, just back into the corner. Alfonzetti behind the net, lurking in the slot is Kinney. Merchant now rotating places. They're in a triangle. Kinney out in front, and a great save once again by Cal Meyer. Unbelievable job. They can't solve him.
No, absolutely not. Cal Meyer has been absolutely fantastic, stopping everything that comes his way, as it looks like they will be taking a look at his helmet. Not really sure what happened there. Checking out, making sure Meyer's okay. Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order. To enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly.
Behind the net is Riley Johnson. Alex Robinson hanging onto at the half wall. Robinson still looking to make something happen. Robinson on the backhand. Riley Johnson back in the corner. Bodies down a man on his own account, getting him down. Jennings LaBelle took a slip on the ice. Some extra words there back in the corner. Hanging onto it was Reed Anderson. Riley Johnson at the half wall. Johnson trying to make something happen. Can't stick handle his way through. Trying to finagle it through. He can't do anything. His only option was to send it back all the way to Devin Halco behind Joey Hall, as Halco sends that one back ahead to Riley Johnson. We're now back in the neutral zone. Andrew Adams now will send that one all the way back, flitters it through, and Devin Halco with a backhand pass D to Davis Hudson. Hudson now will loft it forward. Robinson tips it to nullify the icing. Captain Rob Brute lost that one. Had a chance there to make something happen. And we're now back in the neutral zone once again. Carrying it through. Benjamin Gilbert lost that one. Rushing it back in. Great skill there. Wake Forest fans getting a little bit rowdy here, and there goes Robinson. Robinson working it through, just lost it. There's Zarek. Zarek can't make anything happen on that play as Hudson shoves a man into the bench, and Rushford will have to settle things down for a line change.
Just back and forth at this point in the second period. Nothing happening for either team right now. Neither team able to score in the first 10 minutes. Again, we talk about momentum and trying to gain that. Knocks that one down. It looks like the high stick will be waved off by the referee there.
And now carrying it through. There they go with a shot. Great save there by Joey Hall off a shot from Kaloof. Kaloof, what a shot there. Kaloof himself was looking for his third goal of the year. Couldn't find it there. McGowan with a lofty pass back up. Carried again to Kaloof. Kaloof, what a save by Joey Hall. And he bats it back into his glove, and he hangs on there. 13-19 left to go in the second period, getting ready for the ACC tournament.
Joey Hall just again fortunate that there was not a Demon Deacon to follow up on that one, finding himself on his back, and a goalie on his back is much like a turtle, unable to correct himself there. Luckily, defense was there to help him out.
Logan will work on your analogy game. No worries about that. Cam Mazakowski now back in his own end, back in the corner. Tried to make a pass through his legs. Couldn't do anything about that. Held back in again by McGowan. Now back out to the front. Joey Hall scrambling. It's a foot race, and there they go. Back into the corner. Great pass once again by Gebhardt. Now back out. Eric Todd slipped. There was a banana peel on the ice. Ellis Rusher now sends that one out, taken away. Great interception by Solvaletti. Solvaletti with a cross-ice pass all the way over to Kaloof, and Kaloof lost that one with a battle against Eric Todd, and it's an odd man rush. 3-on-2. Matt Costigan, Alex Vedetta, and Eric Todd. Costigan with the tip into the glove Cal Meyer hangs on with 12:35 left to go.
This has really just been a solid defensive battle, back and forth. Again, nothing happening for either team. Goalies being dominant here so far. I would argue the Ice Pack defense has been a little bit better. Allowing 0 goals compared to 1 is always beneficial. Looks like Joey Hall is getting some taunts and jeers from the crowd over there.
And there's Jadala, now back behind Cal Meyer. Jadala to the front of the net. Intended pass for Banashevitz in the slot, but he was being tied up. Shot through traffic. Great save once again by Cal Meyer. Sent that one just wide and carried it through. That was LaBelle. LaBelle lost that one, and now it's back. Jadala heading back into the corner there for NC State. Now back at the blue line. They're still battling for it and losing it once again. Eric Muir decides to cover that puck up. It's like a little bit of a baby that was lost back in the snowstorm. When was the snowstorm in Raleigh, Logan? So my analogy game needs to be worked on here. 12:04 left to go, but that was a bad snowstorm, bad ice storm, getting in some practice probably for people who want to play outside, but nonetheless, practice time being held twice a week for NC State hockey, and practice, of course, has to be beneficial.
Absolutely, and it's shown this season, really practicing, just making sure their system is in place and doing a great job of it. Ice Pack have been dominant on offense, and it's shown how much they've practiced their systems.
And Estradov lost that draw. Back out. LaBelle won that draw and is sent just wide. Mura now behind the net. Now carried it back through. There's Kerouac. Kerouac lost that one into the grips of Eric Mura. You heard me right. I said grips. And there's Eric Mura once again hanging on to it. Send it forward. Jadala lost that one to Banashevitz. Banashevitz sends that one through. And Estradov lost that puck. And Estradov, the really big forechecking man, handling in against Brendan McNulty. McNulty all the way back up, and there's Kerouac. Kerouac carries it through. Flittering shot goes just high. Great deflection there by Ian O'Rourke. Trying to make something happen there. And Estradov skate to stick. What a play there. Learned that one probably in Russia somewhere. I don't know where, but there they go. 2-on-1 ensuing. There's Banashevitz with a shot. Goes just wide. Jadala could not get in position for the 2-on-1. Ian O'Rourke now back in the slot. Could not handle onto that. And Blake Mueller is now the puck carrier being dogged by Sam Banashevitz. And now they carry it through. Joey Hall halfway up through the NC State end, and he hangs on.
Joey Hall just really going out of net there. If something were to slip past him, there's no way he could recover from that. Again, we talk about that high-risk, high-reward goalie style that he plays. It's worked out for him here so far today.
I have my stick in my car, Logan. If Joey really wants to play some offense, I will get it to him, no problem. And now Ryan Kinney sends that one through. Alfanzetti hops over his glove and now carried back in. Pressuring him is Sovoletti. The line is Sovoletti, Gebhardt, and don't see Tyler Potts out there right now. I would have thought that would have been that first line. Off the pad of Joey Hall. That almost went in. Ryan Kinney almost trips up a man. There they go. Alfanzetti, 2-on-1. There they go. Alfanzetti tries to make a little bit of an AB level up joystick move, and it was denied. And now it's back in his own end. Sent all the way back, and there they go. There's Wake Forest. Trevor Merchant now hangs on to it with a good chip off the boards on the penalty box side there for NC State. And now all the way back into the neutral zone to be collected and handled, cradled by Devin Halko. Intercepted, and there they go. Gebhardt sends that one forward. Now it's carried through with a shot. What a shot there once again by Sovoletti, and a great save from Joey Hall as Ryan Kinney sends that one back into the neutral zone. Lost that. Still in the neutral zone here. Carried it forward. Trevor Merchant in a battle, and he lost it. And Halko and Hudson, and just some more D-to-D action.
Which is great back and forth play right now. Chippiness seems to have worn off. Teams really just trying to make something happen.
What a save
here.
with the rebound opportunity, and they score! What a shot, and that was number 18, Nick Kerouac in this game. Is tied up at 1 with 9:51 left to go in the second period.
Again, just seeing how that style that Joey Hall plays can hurt him. Going too far out of net, unable to catch the rebound, and as such, Kerouac just taking advantage of that and scoring as Wake Forest ties it up here.
Wake Forest finally finding life just a little bit too late in this period. Well, not too late in the game at all. There's a lot of hockey left to be played, but State has let the pressure slip. Very strong offensive pressure when they've had it, but very weak defensive effort. Zarek now sends that one in. That was the wake-up call that they needed. Robinson now is back in the corner in a battle against McGowan. Kerouac got that goal. And McGowan gets the assist. Riley Johnson sends that one forward. Body down, glove down rather, by McGowan. And Rushford now. Rushford can't hang on to it, and there's Zarek. Zarek now. Zarek in a battle. Lost that one, and now it's carried forward. I smell chicken tenders. Now carried that through. There's Cam Mazakowski. I'm sorry, Logan. It smelled great. And now Mazakowski. That's a compliment to the annex here. Johnson now. Lost that one. Mazakowski now back in his own end. Mazakowski now sends that one forward just beyond the stick of Riley Johnson. Did not hit his stick, but the icing is waved off nonetheless. And now carrying it back through, there's LaRoe. LaRoe being dogged by Johnson. Johnson lost that one, now it's carried back out. There's Robinson. Robinson back out in front. There's still nothing going on there. Back in the corner. Battling for it is Zarek. Back on the penalty box side, Rushford at the point. Now tipped just wide for the intended player in Robinson, and it just missed there. Johnson still back in the zone. Johnson tries to weave his way through, but they're back in the neutral zone. They couldn't get it done. 8:30 left to go here in the second.
Again, the Wake Forest defense has just stood tall. Not much the Ice Pack can find a way to get things going. Wake Forest has been much more aggressive here in the second period, and it's shown. Getting that one goal, Ice Pack have had opportunities. They just haven't been unable to convert on Cal Meyer.
Vedetta with the quick shot and a great save once again by Cal Meyer. Carrying that one through is Alex Robinson. We're going to check the shot clock after this game. It'll be a lot. Rushford sends that one through. Robinson with a great one-time opportunity, and he can't get it. He was just on the blocker side of Meyer, and it was a fan shot. Great chance there for Robo, looking for his 13th of the year. And there is Mura. Mura now had an intended player in a work on his left side for a D-to-D pass, but decides to shoot it, and it went just wide. Sending that back out was Gilbert. Gilbert can't get it back out as Todd is at the half wall in a battle with Ben Gilbert, number 3 from Wake Forest. And there's Todd in a battle, and he got decked right in the slot, and it's sent all the way back in a high stick. And they will call that one dead with 7:27 left to go.
Just can't extend that far up with your stick. Tried to knock it down out of the air. Probably would have been more beneficial to just let that one land naturally. It's been a very good game to watch so far. Very back and forth. Complexion of the game has changed completely now that the score is evened up.
Costigan lost that play. There they go once again. That fourth line still out for Coach Gazzillo and crew. Tipped out in front. Joel can't find it. And they score! Back out in front, Andrew Gebhardt. What a play by him. That's his 15th of the year. 2-1 Wake Forest.
Gebhardt just taking advantage of a great crash there by the Wake Forest team. Nearly everybody just out right in front. Frustration visible from some of the Ice Pack members. Not happy with the results here so far as Wake Forest takes a lead 2-1 over NC State.
That puck was hopping all over the ice there, Logan, but yeah. I guess it found its way in. We're going to wait for the official accreditation. Glove down there by Joey Hall. Mueller got the assist on that one as well, but I'm still curious as to what happened on that. I believe what happened was the puck, it was originally shot. Joey Hall made the initial save, and it just hopped over his mask and went in. Nonetheless, State is down by 1 here, heading into the second, and we haven't had to say that this season. And Estradov lost that battle again. But there's a penalty, a hooking call, waiting to see who will go off here. And it looks like it'll be number 18 once again. Nick Kerouac heads off, has a goal tonight, and this is his second penalty of the game here.
It is. It is. He's been very aggressive. He and Anastradov have just been going back and forth at each other all night. Well, all afternoon, I would say.
Nonetheless, State has to capitalize on this power play if they want to get back in this one. There's a lot of hockey left to be played. 27 minutes of hockey total. The afternoon is not over. Joey Hall now behind his own net. Ian O'Rourke, Eric Mura, Nikita Anastradov, Leif Derdala, and Sam Benishevitz. The attacking unit for Captain Coach Gazzillo, captain of the Army, that is. Captain of the team is Benishevitz. Just want to clarify that. Again, Logan, my analogies need to be worked on. Nikita Anastradov now sends that one back, and there is Eric Mura. All the way back now, E&O working his own end. Just about a minute 30 left to go on this power play for NC State. And 6:25 left to go in the second period. Benishevitz has a chance, takes a ripper. What a save by Cal Meyer. And like a Rubik's Cube, they just can't solve him. That was a good one.
Absolutely fantastic. Cal Meyer has just done a great job out there. He does everything well. He's made glove saves. He's done a great job with his body positioning. IcePack have to be getting frustrated that they haven't been able to score since that first one in that first period. Wake Forest taking advantage of aggressive play out of Joey Hall to score 2 very quickly here in the second period.
And there's Robinson. Robinson now behind his own end, back up to Rushford. Rushford back over to Mazikowski, back to Rushford. So just some back and forth play there. There's Robinson. Robinson now behind the net. Johnson, what a move to Zarek. Oh my gosh, tic-tac-toe, and they cannot get that one. No X's in a row there. And now it's rushed back up, and there's Gebhardt. Short-handed. There they go. Mazikowski gets one in there. Takes a little bit of a slip. Not really a banana peel on the ice, just kind of slippery. And there's Cam Mazikowski once again handling it through, and there's Alex Robinson. Robinson handling it now. Gets past the man. Zarek now behind him. Johnson was lurking back in the slot. Robinson now. Robinson sends it back to Johnson. Johnson, a little bit of a pirouette. Figure skating lessons. Very important. There's Zarek. Zarek once again. Back up, and there's Robinson. Back to Rushford. Rushford back over to Mazikowski. Ripper! Great save there by Meyer. Johnson now back in the corner, being pressured well against there by Mueller. Mazikowski now back in the corner. Everybody digging for it. The salt mines there. Gebhardt can't get it. Puck was under Mazikowski, cleared out. It's still in the corner. Riley Johnson hangs on. 5 seconds left to go with a shot. Once again, a great save by Meyer. 2 seconds left to go.
And we have a fight.
There we go.
Things finally boiling over out in front. They work to separate the players.
I can guarantee you there, Logan, they were arguing which Classico spaghetti sauce was better on that play. Is it the fire roasted tomato and garlic or the 4 cheese? K. Mazikowski has some stark opinions about that one, but it looks like we will be getting some extra penalties here. Cam Mazikowski looks like he'll head off, and his counterpart, we can't see who went off just yet. Blake Mueller does head off, but I don't think he was part of that situation.
Absolutely wild to see. Not exactly sure what all happened there. Looked away for a second. Looks like Jack McGowan will be sent off for 2 minutes for his role in that fight. Again, happens once tensions start to boil over. IcePack seem a little rattled right now. Need to recover if they're going to even the score here before the second period ends. 5 minutes and 1 second remaining.
They need this victory. State really wants this to happen. Nikita Anastratov having some issues once again. You know, he's talking to some of the guys. They're lurking at the far corner. Just to recap, in case anybody has missed it so far, NC State is down by 1. 2-1, Wake Forest leads here in the second period. A lot of hockey left to be played. About 5 minutes left to go in this second period.
The referee still tries to figure out what's going on here, what penalties to assess.
The world may never know, Logan. It's fine.
Trying to explain what's happening here. Talking extensively. Wake Forest player pleading his case, although we are not sure what that case may be.
Once again,
wondering if there may be some ejections here.
We'll be finding out what's going on here, Logan, but looks like the scuttle is now over. Sam Benishevitz and Ryan Kinney heading back to explain to Coach Gazzillo and crew what happened. I don't think Nikita got sent off. He's still on the bench. I saw him head off for a second to talk to the players that are scratched that came on the journey. What a sight to be seen. Still very confused what is going on. I have a lot of conversation topics with Coach Healy in that second period here. Intermission.
Looks like there will be 3 Wake Forest players in the box.
Roughing against McGowan. I believe he said Mueller and Karras.
Yes.
And Cam Mazikowski will sit 2 for roughing as well. So if all is right, State should be on the power play again. But right now there's only 4 bodies on the ice for State right now. Refs are explaining what's happening to Coach Pascal. Talked to Coach Pascal last time Wake Forest came to the Iceplex. What a very nice man. He is an outstanding coach, is leading the team right now to a 9-3-0-1
Yes.
record. That sounds right.
And really, he's done a great job. He's helping to expand hockey in North Carolina. We talked with him at length about the efforts that Wake Forest is making, trying to get more local talent to stick with Wake Forest instead of outsourcing to other places. Pascal is starting the process. It looks like their rebuild is not going to last very long with Pascal at the helm.
Indeed. And now carry it back to Dalla, Banashevitz, Halko, and Hudson.
Ice is starting to look a little empty out there.
So State is on a 4-on-3. And it looks like there's somebody in the penalty box getting in some extra words there. I'm not 5-on-3 for NC State. And in 2 seconds, we're coming back on. There's Kerouac. And now officially it's a 5-on-4 for NC State. And like we predicted, State is back on the power play. And Anastradov got bodied down there by Kerouac. And then Kerouac got tripped up there by Nikita Anastradov's skate. This is like a soap opera. Good God. And there's Devin Halko once again. Sent back up to Banashevitz. Banashevitz to Anastradov now through the middle. Anastradov. Not Banastradov. That'd be a funny duo name, though. And now it's back in his own end. Hudson. And it was cleared out. A great clear once again. That was Grigori who cleared that out. And Devin Halko is now behind the net. Anastradov lurking alongside with Hudson. Halko now sends that one up. Nikita Anastradov just got it sent wide, and it was sent out of play. 1:15 left to go in the penalty there to Jack McGowan. 4:16 in the period. State right now is down by 1. Wake Forest with the lead. Zach Sawaye here alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV.
And it looks like with that puck going out of play there, young fan going home with a souvenir. Always fun to see.
Maybe you can autograph it, Logan.
I think they'd much prefer one of the players.
Now that puck is sent wide. Sam Banashevitz now with the quick rush. Dodala on his side, and there they go. Banashevitz makes a bit of a drop play. No. It was offside. All right. 4:06 left to go now in the second period. That was a good offensive generation there. Great zone entry. Now the faceoff comes just outside of the neutral zone at the dot nearest to the NC State bench, so on our left. Of course, thank you everybody who is tuning in so far today. It's an exciting one for sure. Exciting afternoon of hockey. Zach Sawaye here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. We've had our annual penalty lull of the game, so now that that's over, we should have some smooth sailing for the rest. Jadala now, great save with the rebound, back out in front. Anastradov could not tip it home through the doorstep. Meyer lost sights on that one, and Hall will recollect it.
Really just a difficult play there. Ice Pack had an opportunity, but unable to convert. Meyer has done a great job here in this second period. Slipped up on that first one, but nothing
There's
there.
Anastradov. Anastradov, great block. Now it's back out in front, and they try to clear it, and they can. A great clear once again by Herdick. Herdick got that one out as O'Rourke tries to send that one across to Banashevitz, and he will. Banashevitz with a shot just by the pad of Cal Meyer. Ian O'Rourke sends that one over to Eric Mura. Mura with a bomb. Again, a save by Meyer. Eric Mura could not keep that one in the offensive zone, and the penalty is about to expire for Wake Forest State. Now 0-for-3 on the power play. Not good things. Wake Forest mentioning to the guy to come back over. The penalty expires. It looks like he didn't come back on the ice. Coach Pascal was looking very confused as to what was going on, and I was confused too, I'm not going to lie. And there's Riley Johnson. Johnson now back in the corner. The ref got caught up in the skate. And there they go. Johnson back over to Zarek. Zarek holding the puck. It's back on the front. Robinson, what a save! Off the post! Good golly, Miss Molly. That almost went in, and there's Riley Johnson. Johnson now through the middle. Cal Meyer with the glove save, and Robinson lost control. 2:20 left to go. State finally picking up momentum.
Ice Pack almost got that one to go. Cal Meyer just doing a great job of using his skate to bounce it off the post. A good deflection and quick thinking by Meyer. Ice Pack just have not been able to figure out how to score on him.
Third line now back out for NC State. This is a play that they need to make happen. They need to tie this one up. Hopefully by the end of this period, make sure something can happen. And there's Mazikowski. Through the middle, off the mask of Cal Meyer. The second time it hit his mask. Hangs on. May need to get a double check on that one. The 2:17 now left to go here in the second. State still down by 1. That draw was won there by Wake Forest. The music is still going. Zach Sawaya here for PackTV. Lost that one. Trevor Merchant is sent back. And there they go once again. That puck is sent all the way back. Cam Mazikowski now. Mazikowski back over. And now that's sent back. Mazikowski, the puck handler once again. Not too much time left to go in this second period. Ellis Rushford gets some legs in. Rushford now with some speed. And there they go. Rushford took a slip. Rushford now again with the slip, and there's the penalty. State will go on their 4th power play of the day. This is one where they have to capitalize.
They've just been unable to get anything going in this second period. Wake Forest fans have been jeering at Hall quite a bit in this period.
Penalty will be going to Reed Anderson there for tripping against Ellis Rushford. That was a classic song there, Logan Funk Soul Brother. I heard that back in my middle school days.
Absolutely.
Great song. And there's Jadala. Jadala could not win that draw, but Banashevitz swoops in and tries to get that puck. And that puck is sent flying all the way back to Joey Hall. If State does not score here, the power play will run into the third. It's back out in front. A little bit of a mishandle and almost went in there, but the puck is now back in the Ice Pack's possession, and they carried it through. And Stradov now with some speed, carrying it through, using his size to his advantage. Banashevitz with a pass to Jadala. Jadala now back up to Rushford. Rushford to Jadala. Jadala now all the way over with a shot. Tipped out in front into the mesh, and that's it for that play.
Ice Pack are getting shots on goal. They're getting opportunities. Cal Meyer has just been deflecting everything that gets shot at him. Really tough to watch. The Ice Pack are visibly frustrated right now.
Jadala, Banashevitz, and Stradov in an awkward positioning back up at the high slot for this faceoff. State wins it, but they couldn't get it back to him. Just lost it. 1 minute left to go here in the second period. State really needs to get some momentum heading into the third here, and they can only do that by tying this game up. And there they go. Jadala with some speed, carrying it through. Jadala, what a power move. Sends it over to Banashevitz. A little bit too heavy on the pass for that 2-on-1, and it's sent back to Joey Hall, who recollects it. Ellis Rushford, who sat earlier in this game for a penalty, is now back on the ice, and Rushford will now carry that through to Jadala. Jadala now hangs on to it. Jadala sent all the way over. Tipped out in front there by a leg from the Demon Deacons, and nothing went home on that play. Lofted back out. Mazikowski could not get it down with his glove. And now Ellis Rushford will send that one back. And now working it through the middle. Awaiting, of course, comments from assistant coach Tim Healy. Logan will be talking with him coming up in just about 9 seconds here. That'll be it for the period. Ellis Rushford to the front of the net with a shot. Back out in front, and it couldn't get past Cal Meyer, and that'll do it for the period. Anticlimactic end to that one. 16 seconds still left to go on that penalty for, seems to be Reed Anderson there for that trip against Ellis Rushford. The guys head off there for the second intermission. Quick thoughts about that period, Logan.
Really just difficult one for the Ice Pack there. They can't be happy with what happened. 2 goals against them right there. They've got to find a way to recover in the third period.
Nonetheless, that'll be it for this second period. Logan will be right back with assistant coach Tim Healy right here on PackTV. All right, so I'm officially frozen at this point. Very cold in here. Not as cold as the Virginia Tech Arena, the Lancelot Sports Complex, but nonetheless, we're here, alive. About 13:30 left to go until the third period. Zach Salaye here for PackTV, alongside the man himself, Logan Ward. State down by 1 here heading into the third. It was a very raucous second period. State saw their hopes of going into the third period with some momentum come down the drain, unable to capitalize on some crucial power plays heading into this today. It's been a very disappointing period so far, but all in all, I wouldn't say the effort hasn't been there. It's just been some bad puck luck.
The effort has certainly been there, but they are just unable to convert anything right now. They can't get anything going. Their offensive momentum is basically dead, and they look frustrated out there. It's really showing. Joey Hall, after giving up that second goal, just looks like he's a little frustrated with himself down there too. Wake Forest is taking advantage of some glaring opportunities.
We are awaiting the arrival of assistant coach Tim Healy, and he just made eye contact with Logan there. Perfect. He'll be coming up soon to talk to him, but just to get some other thoughts about that period, Ian O'Rourke's goal, again, he's been finding the score sheet a lot as of late. For Ian O'Rourke, that's his 4th goal of the year. That is way more than he had, last year at this time. That's his 19th point of the year, of course. Getting that second goal was Andrew Gebhardt, one of our players to watch for tonight. We needed to look out for him. Got his 15th goal of the year. What is your opinion on that one, Logan?
Really just a great shot. He took advantage of an opportunity, and he made it count getting that goal.
Nonetheless, assistant coach Tim Healy is up here to take some questions from Logan. We'll be right back here on PackTV.
Welcome back. I'm joined here by assistant coach Tim Healy. Coach, rough period right there in the second period, but still the fan support has been really good out here in Winston-Salem.
We're always very lucky. We have great fan support. They travel, especially in afternoon games, so that's great. Last night at the Skatewood State, we had a great turnout there. I just wish we were giving them more today. That was, credit to Wake Forest. They're doing a lot of little things well. They're getting it deep on us. They're not playing with it up high. They're making us go the length of the ice. Their goalie's playing well. And we haven't risen up to it yet. I think we are. The talk in the locker room right now on the boys themselves is where it needs to be. But, hopefully we'll give our fans something to cheer for in the third period.
Absolutely. And again, talking about that goalie, Cal Meyer has just had an absolutely fantastic game. What do you really do when you're up against a goalie of that caliber?
Well, I think what you got to do is you have to get traffic to the net and more pucks to the net. He's seeing the puck well. He's squaring the puck to the puck well. So you're going to have to get goals where he doesn't see and he can't get squared up to. Move him a little bit and open him up a bit.
And again, down 2-1 here. What's the strategy really going into this third period, and how do you regain momentum?
I actually liked our last couple of shifts there. We got, I think, 15 left on the power play to start this period, which is great. So hopefully we can come out a little momentum about that. Maybe even get a goal here to start it. If we can establish our forecheck, we have not done a great job of that today. We've been a lot of one and done. Frankly, we've been playing with it too much. We've been over stick handling and not getting low. We got to get it low and get to work, and we have not done a good job of that today.
Well, we'll see if we can recover here in this third period. Thank you so much, Coach. We'll be right back after this.
All right, thanks a lot. Go Pack.
Well, we are back here for the third period. Zach Salai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. A big shout out, of course, to the Girl Scouts of America. We have some interesting food for the ride back. Walk us through what we have here today, Logan.
Well, we have some peanut butter patties. Girl Scout selling cookies here. Hard to resist that stuff. Always good to support your local Girl Scouts.
It is a great organization, of course. My dietary side is telling me not to eat these, but as the great Aubrey Graham, otherwise known as Drake, put, YOLO. All right, so we are back in this one, about 50 seconds to go. Teams are taking the ice here.
Teams returning here. Ice Pack hoping to have a stronger third period here.
Absolutely, and time is now a premium for the Pack. Down by 1, they're going to start this period on the power play. Not for too long, though, only about 15 seconds. 17 seconds. I was off by 2. Whoops. But it's all right. We all make mistakes. And the Ice Pack haven't really made that many mistakes in this game so far. It's just been bad puck luck, as we've talked about before.
Absolutely, and their defense has been very solid. Just a couple of times letting things down, and Joey Hall, he's struggled here today, you know. Only 2 goals allowed, which he has had a good performance. He's made several good saves. But he's got to find a way to just settle down, get set, and make sure that he can make the saves. Josh Cannon actually warming up. But he will start this period on the bench. Hard to see them making a change here, this being Hall's last regular season game.
Yeah, Joey really wants to make sure that he gets some gas under his legs here, gets that water in his system. Of course, the famed Rick and Morty mask that he has is always one of the best. Very glad to see him on the ice. 20 minutes on the clock, just about to get the period started, and they do. Here we go. Welcome back here for the third period. Excited for some action as always. Laith Jadala heads up that ice, and there he goes again through the middle. Jadala, shot blocked. Great block there by McGowan as that puck is sent all the way back out. Now coming off the ice is Reed Anderson after that trip he made on Ellis Rushford, or one of the roughing penalties during that big lull that we had. Mazakowski with the pass to Banashevitz. State needs to run away with this one, and as they rush it forward, there's Gebhardt. Gebhardt with a D-to-D pass all the way over to McGowan. McGowan lost that one. Rushford chips that one ahead to McGowan. McGowan lost that one again, and they send it forward, and now it's back there for Cam Mazakowski for him to handle. Mazakowski sent it back to Laith Jadala. Jadala now, and now Nikita Anastratov could not hold on to that one, and that puck is sent flying back. Jadala could not find that one. There was like a lost puppy on the ice, that puck that was. And now it is sent back into the state end. 18:58 left to go.
Demon Deacons have come out in this period very aggressive, trying to make something happen here.
Icing waved off. And now that is all the way back, lofted ahead there for Kerouac. Kerouac against Kinney, who is now back in the corner. Kinney took a slip. There was a banana peel on the ice. And now it's Trevor Merchant who now sent that one back. Tried to pawing it down. I believe that was Grigori, but that was sent wide. And now sent back after a shot by Kerouac, and a great save once again by Joey Hall. Rob Root again with the shot, and now they loft it forward, and there's Ellis Rushford. Rushford through the middle. Rushford now, what a move he's doing. Rushford to the middle, and a shot. Nobody out in front to receive that play once again. And now we got some action, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into this one. Rushing it back behind the net, and there they go. Pressuring the man is Alfanzetti. Wake Forest fans getting a little bit rowdy here, but nonetheless, still a great crowd that we hear. There they go. Alfanzetti lost control of that. Ryan Kinney now. Kinney lost that one, and there's Trevor Merchant. Merchant now behind the net. Lost it, and there's O'Rourke. O'Rourke now. Great stick handling move sent back. Merchant could not find that one. It was lost in between his skates. Trevor Merchant hasn't had a point in some time. He needs to get back on the score sheet here this season. Of course, Trevor Merchant only has 4 goals and 8 assists. Wants to see more out of him.
It looks like they will call icing on that one as they bring it to the middle for a face-off. Ice Pack have to get some momentum here. They haven't been as aggressive as they have been. Not exactly crashing the net, and that's what they have to do to get Kallmeyer off his game. They haven't been able to figure him out, and they're just taking shots wherever they can get them.
17:37 left to go here for the third period. I've lost track of time. Good thing I have my watch on. Nonetheless, though, off the draw, Parker Zarek could not win that one. Alex Robinson just lost control of that. Now it's sent forward. Ian O'Rourke sent back. And now there they go. Andrew Adams has that puck. Now it's sent forward again. There's McGowan. McGowan sends that one forward. Now that one is lost. Eric Mura sends that one ahead. Riley Johnson is the checking man. And now it is sent forward once again. Ian O'Rourke. That one was just sent wide. Robinson now. Robinson hanging on to it with the cross-ice pass. McGowan. McGowan hanging on to it for the Demon Deacons. Riley Johnson now. That second line back out there pressuring against Dan Hardick and crew. And now that puck once again was lost. That was Calkins. Calkins is the name we haven't said today so far. Andrew Adams. Joey Hall very far out in his crease. Needs to get that resolved before heading into this tournament. Teams are lethal heading into this. Ian O'Rourke lost that, and there's Robinson. Robinson lost that one ahead to Johnson. Riley Johnson with a shot. And it goes just high. NC State's undefeated season on the line here. 20-0, trying to go 21-0, not 20-1. Wake Forest just trying to make sure they can get some momentum heading into the tournament here. And same for State as well. Zach Solai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. 16:20 left to go here in the third. Now back in the neutral zone, that puck is lofted ahead, and Devin Halka will be the man that collects that puck with the pass now to Mazik. To Todd. Now a bomb from the point. All the way out was Joey Hall. Once again there. Amazing save by him, but very far out.
And that is his biggest weakness. Again, if he can make the save far out, he can try to spark some offense, but he leaves himself open to too many chances. Hard hit there on the boards.
Once again, Davis Hudson was throttled to the ground. Davis in his final year, of course. That puck is offside. And they decide to chop it, and that puck will be sent back into the neutral zone for the face-off. Still waiting for things to pick up here as it stands. We're here at the Annex. A good location. Ice Pack fans are here. I think you talked about that with Coach Healy about the fan support there.
No, he talked about how they've always got great fan support, and that is something that we've seen everywhere we've gone with the Ice Pack. They always have a loyal fan base there to support them, and they're very grateful for it. Helps them out.
Fans, it's your chance to win free Potbelly catering. Potbelly Sandwich Shop is teaming up with PackTV to give away $50 worth of Potbelly catering each week during the NC State hockey season. There's no minimum to pick up your free $50 order, so to enter, go to go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. And one more time for the ladies and gentlemen over here. That's go.ncsu.edu/potbelly. Now behind the net was Grigori. He sent that one flying ahead. Now back to the point. Tip down in front, just stick down. Joey Hall will send that one aside. Again, what a play there. Grigori was in the corner. And Estradov now behind the net. That first line back out for NC State. On D is Davis Hudson and Devin Halko. Nikita Anastradov just sliding all over the ice. Slip inside. It's like a water park during the summer. Is back out in front. In the mouth of the doorstep, and it goes just wide. And it's sent all the way back out for Blake Mueller to control. And now Devin Halko will handle that one back in his own end and try to get a breakout started. Hudson, a little bit of a mishandle on that stick. Andrew Adams. Important question to have. Where's Tyler Potts?
Have not seen much of Tyler Potts here in this game.
Tyler Potts, the alternate captain for Wake Forest here. Very shocking to see he is not currently on the bench. I'm not sure if he got ejected during that scrum there in the second, but nonetheless, big loss there for Wake Forest. Potts, of course, was the team's fourth leading scorer. That puck was sent just wide. An amazing save there by Joey Hall. Trevor Merchant off the sideboards nearest towards the bench. Rob Root now making some decisions, directing traffic. Sam Benishevitz collects that puck. Now we're in the Wake Forest end. Send that one back around. That was Gilbert who handled that play to Rushford. Rushford with some speed behind the net. Ellis Rusher to the front of the net. Trying to get that one to Trevor Merchant, but no luck there for a tip. Ice Pack in full-blown attack mode. And they need to get some offense going here. Alfonzetti trying to make something happen, but he can't. And now that one is sent just wide. Ellis Rusher on the pinch with a shot and a big blocker save once again by Cal Meyer. Mazakowski now back at the half wall is Kinney. Kinney lost that one in a foot race. Now they're in the middle of the slot. Alfonsetti towards us near the benches. Alfonsetti tipped out in front by Merchant, and a great save once again by Cal Meyer. And they're still trying to hang on to it. And the battle ensues. Mazakowski with a shot. And now it's a clear-cut breakaway, but it's not. Rushford tried to dangle, and he can't. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath, Logan.
Great defense there from the Demon Deacons. They've done a fantastic job on this possession. But credit to the Ice Pack for continuing to stick with it as they have an opportunity there, just unable to convert. Too often has been the story.
The Ice Pack with their best offensive pressure of the period. Dare I say the game. With just about 12:50 left to go here. And now an opportunity with a shot off the side of the net. What a wicked wrister from Salvoletti. And now it's carried through. There's Robinson. Robinson again, a good save with the rebound, and it goes just wide. Zarek has some prime real estate right there, and no luck on that. No dice. And now it's carried through by Gebhardt. Gebhardt with some speed through the middle, and he'll just loft that in with the backhand behind Joey Hall. Ian O'Rourke will collect that. The intended man on that pass, of course, was the great Nick Kerouac.
Lack of communication out there, kind of killing the Ice Pack right now.
Joey Hall make that save on that one. Go on, Logan.
Really just, they need to communicate a little bit better out there. Nobody going after the puck for a good while there. That gives the Demon Deacons an opportunity to score. They need to find some way to make things happen as we have 12 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third period. Ice Pack remain down 2-1 to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Music choices are great as always with that shot, and it goes just wide. A great shot once again by Grigori. Grigori lost that one. That's a great sound effect, Logan. I love that sound effect. It is prime for this game. Eric Todd now back in his own end. The defensive end now carries that through, sent just wide. Ian O'Rourke is now back in the neutral zone looking to make something happen and just flitters that one back into the Wake Forest end. Vedetta now the checking man. Matt Costigan now back in the corner. Vedetta trying to check that one, cleared back around. Once again, that was Jennings LaBelle. Alex Vedetta now. Vedetta will send that one back to Matt Koskinen, who's trailing in the corner. Try to center that one to Vedetta, and it's just wide. Vedetta with the great offensive check and bodies down a man. And they're back in the neutral zone for Eric Muir to collect that puck, and now flitters that one back into the Wake Forest end. Puck is chipped away once again, and things settle down for the most part.
Wake Forest has just done a great job of transitioning between defense and offense. They're getting the stops they need to. The Ice Pack are getting their opportunities for these shots. They're just not getting them done.
And Nikita Anastratov back to Jadala. Jadala lost that play. Hudson now from the point trying to make something happen with the pass over to Lath Jadala. Jadala now back up to Hudson. Hudson now through the slot. What a save. Puck still loose, and they blew it dead. And there's some extra words with Anastratov. Cal Meyer getting in on Anastratov. They're circling him. It's like a sacrificial circle there. Anastratov in the middle.
Anastratov so often found at the center of these skirmishes.
I don't know who they're going to send off.
Cal Meyer skating to the bench.
Well, they're not going to send him to the box.
I think that'd certainly be something interesting to see, the goalie getting sent to the box.
Well, it can't happen in any case. They would have to send off a representative from the team to do that, but that would be funny.
Absolutely.
I'd enjoy that. Let's make that happen.
It looks like nobody will be sent off for that.
I need a little bit more life in my life. You know what I'm saying? Lath Jadala now back in the face-off dot. Won that one, rather. It's for Anastratov. Halko through traffic, and it goes just wide. Sam Benishevitz. Halko couldn't find any luck there through Sunset Boulevard, and now it is carried through, and there they go, pushing that one. There's Kaloof. Kaloof with a wrister, and it was blocked by Hudson, and it's still in play. Back out in front, Jadala off his skate on the backhand with a shot, and it goes just wide. A great play there by Gebhardt. Gebhardt now applying that offensive pressure that Wake Forest has had the entire game. Devin Halko now sticks and needles back in the corner. Gebhardt lost that one. And out is sent all the way back. Jadala lost that one. And there they go on the rush again. Sam Benishevitz in transition state looking to tie this one up with about 10-13 left to go with the shot. Cal Meyer with the save. They're throwing pucks at the net. There's just no quality chances.
They're not getting the opportunities that they want. The defense for Wake Forest has been so good.
There's Jadala with a shot, and it goes off of Cal Meyer's shoulder and into the netting near side the bench. And the play is paused with 9:57 now left to go.
Kallmeyer has been so dominant in this game. Really just unstoppable. They've done the Wake Forest team has done an absolutely fantastic job of nullifying any offensive opportunities that the Ice Pack find themselves getting, and the Ice Pack have had no answer.
There's Kerouac once again. Kerouac with some speed. Rushford now. Rushford trying to defend him. Kerouac, and a great save there by Joey Hall, getting stationary back in his own end. And a penalty and a slash. They're going to give it to Rushford once again. The Achilles heel of this NC State team has been the penalties of Rushford and Mazakowski. With 9:45 left to go, State on the penalty kill.
For a defense that has struggled, that is absolutely killer. Rushford has been one of the better parts of the defense here today, helping in transition, but he will not be on the ice for 2 minutes.
That is a backbreaker for State. They did not want that to happen. They did not need that to happen. But nonetheless, there's still hockey to be played. And now that one is sent wide. Ian O'Rourke now sends that one back. Now back at the point. Now carried it through. Back behind the net. A great job there by Andrew Adams. Back to Grigori. Grigori to Kerouac. Kerouac now surveying it was Eric Mura. Boxed in. And there they go. Grigori. Grigori back up. There's LaBelle. LaBelle over to Mueller with a shot. Joey Hall just hangs on to that one.
Good save by Joey Hall there. In the correct position, ready to make the save. Really just kind of lobbed that one at him. Easy save, but still good that he made it.
Eric Todd lost that draw. Now it's back to the point. There's Mueller again with the shot. Great block out front by Zarek. Zarek now. They're now back in the neutral zone after a penalty kill start right there for Wake Forest. 9:10 left to go here in the third. A lot of hockey to be played. Zach Sawai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. State trying to go 21-0 on the year. Hold their position at number 8 in the ACHA Southeast Division standings. And Wake Forest trying to move up from number 20. Now that puck is sent through. Eric Todd lost that one. And now it's carried through once again. Being pressured forward, there's Grigori. Grigori now with some speed. And now Eric Todd lost that one. Kerouac could not hang on to that one at the blue line. And now they're back settling it down in the neutral zone.
Again, Wake Forest just has all the momentum right now. They're getting more opportunities on offense, and they're playing better defense. It's tough to win for the Ice Pack if they can't win in any facet of this game.
Gebhardt circling the wagons. Mustard and Wustard down low in the corner. And now there they go again. There's Gebhardt. Gebhardt in the corner. Gebhardt back to Mueller. Mueller now through traffic, and it goes just wide. Andrew Adams now has the chance to hang on to that, and they'll send that back around the boards to Gebhardt. And there they go. Trevor Merchant finally with some speed will try to make the pass to Alfonzetti, and it goes off a body in Mueller. No luck there. And now Merchant back in the corner. Penalty almost expired there for Rushford. Back out in front. Eric Mura tried to body one in, and he couldn't quite get it. Eric Mura gets bodied down, taken down there by Mueller. No penalty there. Alfonzetti with a shot. And Kallmeyer stones him dead. And it is 7:45 left to go here in the third. Penalty expired for Rushford. Huge penalty kill.
Absolutely. Wake Forest has just done a great job on defense, but still, that was a great job by the Ice Pack of getting the penalty kill there. It's exactly what they needed. They wish the outcome had resulted in a goal, but Kallmeyer is just absolutely unbeatable today.
Banashevitz fanned on that shot there, couldn't get it past Grigori and crew, and it goes back to Devin Halko now. Halko now trying to control that, trying to make something happen. And sending that back was Davis Hudson. Now lofting it through, there's Laith Jadala. Now to Anastradov. In a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Anastradov can't get it through. Jadala couldn't pick up that one back in the neutral zone. And now it's sent back there for Davis Hudson. Back in the NC State end, tries to loft that one forward. It is grind time, ladies and gentlemen. The Ice Pack have less than 7 minutes to tie this one up. Maybe a little bit more than 7. My math is off, but it's fine. I'm here to talk, not do math. Cool. And then there's Davis Hudson once again back in the corner. Davis Hudson trying to get that speed in, but he is checked hard there by Ben Gilbert. And now back ahead. And there's Devin Halko. Halko now with some speed. Ran into his own man there, Andrew Adams, and I believe that was Gilbert. But there goes Jadala. Jadala with some speed to Zarek. Zarek can't backhand that one to Banashevitz. Banashevitz now send that one ahead, but it's taken away by McGowan. McGowan now has some speed.
Getting their opportunities. The Ice Pack just had nobody there off of the great feed from Banashevitz. Nobody out in front to get that goal.
And there's Devin Halco once again. Devin Halco to Riley Johnson. Johnson lost that one. Coach Healy was right. This is a very big game here for NC State. This was one of their biggest competitions of the year so far. They are still down by 1 and a partial break for Gebhardt. Gebhardt off the mask. What a save, and the shot is sent just wide there. Joey Hall, his helmet is broke. He has the opportunity to stop play, and they won't, and they will. His neck protector broke. Joey Hall may need a new helmet after that. We'll see what's going to happen. They may just use Josh Cannon's helmet on that one. The helmet itself is fine, but it's the neck protector. That is so great to have, such great gear.
Hard to play goalie without that neck protector, though. As we just saw, broke protecting him as he almost took one right to the neck. Definitely something you would not want to see, as it looks like they will, in fact, take Cannon's helmet and give it to Hall so that he can complete this game.
Nonetheless, this all goes according to plan. State right now is in jeopardy of dropping this one. It was 6:02 left to go. They're still down by 1. Zach Salaya here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward here at the Annex in Winston-Salem. Wake Forest University Demon Deacons that they are playing here today. It has been a very physical game. It has not been very offensive. We have seen much more stronger offensive outings from the Ice Pack, but their game tonight, it is safe to say that it has not looked complete. There has been holes all over the ice. We're not exactly sure if it's just they didn't come ready to play or whatnot, but this is a game they needed to win, and they haven't showed up just yet.
They have seemed absent at times. So the Wake Forest fans have migrated so that they can get at Hall a little bit better.
Joey Hall wearing a new helmet, Josh Cannon's white helmet. Wake Forest fans taunting him. Parker Zarek, Riley Johnson, Alex Robinson now on the ice. And now that one is sent through with a great clear once again. And now sent back. Riley Johnson. Johnson through traffic. And they score! Alex Robinson, 13 goals on the year for him. And they tied up at 2. What a goal!
Absolutely incredible shot from Robinson right there. And an even better feed from Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson just doing a fantastic job of getting around his defender and feeding it right to Robinson, who completed the play and put it in the back of the net. Cal Meyer just could not do anything there.
They needed that goal, and boy, oh boy, did it come through in amazing fashion. The game is tied up, and we're now back in action with 5:54 left to go here in the third period. And there they go. Ice Pack fans were extremely loud for that one. Eric Kaloof sent that one just wide back in the NC State end, and now it is carried through. And now sent that one back. And another thing to keep in consideration to all of our fans listening, still looking for a Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game. We'll talk about that in just a second, but once again, one of our candidates is number 21, Alex Robinson. And now it's sent through. There's Gebhardt. Gebhardt, what a save by Joey Hall! Good God, what a save by the masked man, number 33. And Riley Johnson has some speed. This is some new life for the Ice Pack. And now Gebhardt once again will control that one. Gebhardt through traffic, and now almost got hooked. No call on that one. Alfonzetti lost that one. Got tripped up. And there will be a call, State, to go on the power play. This has been a sunken dagger for Wake Forest. I don't know what's been going on with them, but finally State has found the life that they have been missing.
Ice Pack have just managed to turn everything around. Momentum is fully on their side right now. They seem reinvigorated getting that goal. Alex Robinson, just an absolutely clutch goal right there.
You know, and I'm not even sure if there's going to be a vote on this one. Our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, State can pull away this one, will be Alex Robinson. This is a guy that we have been watching for some time, finally getting that recognition. Mura now. Mura from the point. No luck there. State on the power play of 4:50 left to go here in the third period. They want to win this one. Jadala to Anastradov. This team does not quit. And there they go. Anastradov back to Jadala. Jadala back to Anastradov, just wide. Banashevitz still hanging on to it. Someone hanging on to a stick there down in the corner. Mustard and Custer down low. And there's Ian O'Rourke. Ian O'Rourke, Banashevitz had that. O'Rourke hangs on. What a job by him to keep it in. And there's Mira at the half wall. There's Jadala. Jadala pirouettes. And there they go once again. Jadala now back for Banashevitz. At the half wall, they're trading places like the movie. Forgot who acted in that one. That's fine. And there's late Jadala at the half wall once again. Back to Banashevitz, out in front, just through the mouth, and it's just sent just wide. Ian O'Rourke. Ian O'Rourke now back in his own end. O'Rourke now, Anastrada back on front. Jadala with a shot, held on there by Kalmeyer, and they are fishing for it.
Kalmeyer with just yet another impeccable save. He really has been the MVP for the Demon Deacons here today. He's done such a great job. He's the reason that they're still here. The Demon Deacons defense has also done a good job, but without Kalmeyer, this would be an entirely different game, as we are tied at 2-2 with just under 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining here in the third and final period.
Playing Metallica there. They just came to the PNC Arena. Got me a little bit excited. Charge! All right, now we're back here. 3:56 left to go here in the third period. This one's an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. Ian O'Rourke lost that one there in the slot. Ian O'Rourke now back in his own end. Sent that one just wide. Robinson lost control. It'll be iced on that one. 47 seconds left to go on Gebhardt's penalty. Even if State doesn't capitalize, they need to gain some momentum on this one. They will need to work on their power play heading into the tournament. And if it goes that way, they may need to go to regionals at the beautiful annex here in Winston-Salem as NC State takes on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Zach Sawaya here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward for today's matinee game. And now that puck is behind. Eric Mira sent that one ahead to Riley Johnson. Johnson to Robinson. Robinson through the middle, and there he goes. Alex Robinson looking to make something happen and just went wide. Parker Zarek. Zarek backhands that one to Mira. Mira through traffic. What a save there by Kalmeyer. Again, Kalmeyer being tested and has been the ultimate shield for NC State. They can't get anything past him. There they go. There's Ian O'Rourke. O'Rourke now through traffic. Well, again, a save by Kalmeyer. Holding the fort. Robinson now back in the corner. Riley Johnson gets down a man. No call on that. Stick got caught up in the legs, and there's Mira. Mira through traffic again, and Kalmeyer with the glove save.
Meyer just saw that one the entire way. He pathed it correctly and just had his glove waiting for it as soon as it got to him. Absolutely incredible goaltending from here today. Joey Hall, although he has struggled here today, has played a good game, though. It is tied at 2-2. Neither offense has really been able to get things going as the penalty ends and the Demon Deacons are back to full strength.
There's Davis Hudson now back in the corner looking for life. Merchant can't get that one by. They almost did it. And now no penalty on that play, and they rush it forward, and there's Gebhardt. Gebhardt now. Alfonsetti lost that one, and it's still sent just wide. Hudson with the trip. Everybody's going to the net right there. Slip and slide. No icing on. Yes, there is icing. But it was, some fans are saying it's deflected in the middle there. But 2:35 left to go here in the third period. Man, who needs coffee when you got this, Logan?
This game was coming down to the wire. This is probably the closest game the Ice Pack have had all season long. The game against Delaware with a last-second game winner, and of course that game in overtime with Riley Superman Johnson saving the day in overtime. But this game is absolutely incredible to watch.
Tyler Alfonsetti winning for that face-off. Ice Pack fans are on their feet. This is an exciting one. Wake Forest seems to have lost that mojo that they've had most of the game. State's really trying to complete this game here. Devin Halko now behind the corner. Devin Halko now pushing it through. Halko now sends that one forward. Ryan Kinney. Ryan Kinney lost that one. Now it's taken away by Grigori. Grigori now on that play was offside and sent that one in. Coming down to the wire here. This is an exciting one. The Annex is a great venue for hockey. A lot of great seating here. Decked out in blue right now. I believe those colors will change soon. I'm not sure what the plans are for that, but I'm no architect. And now that's sent one to send ahead. There's Anastradov. Anastradov get it ahead. What a chip. And there they go. Now the power move. Anastradov takes a slip. He's working on his skating all semester. Still something wrong with his equipment, it's to my understanding. Can't get anything there. Banashevitz lost that one. Banashevitz, they're now back at the other side, back at NC State's defensive end. Now sent ahead. Jadala lost that one, sent all the way in for Meyer to hang on.
A minute and 47 seconds remaining here. Both teams refusing to give an inch. Absolutely thrilling to watch.
This is a huge game here, Logan. These guys are going to be going home absolutely tired. And they can't do much more after this one. Anastradov won that one to Rushford. Rushford back. Great blocker save there by Meyer. Anastradov hang on to that one. Now it's sent back, losing that one. And there's Rushford. He has it. He kept it in. What a play. There's Anastradov at the half wall to Jadala. Jadala now trickles in. And no, it won't. Behind the net. There's Banashevitz. Banashevitz back out in front. There's Anastradov. Jadala still lost it. Now he's at the half wall. And there's Rushford. Rushford sent that one ahead. There's Jadala. Jadala to Banashevitz. And he can't get the shot off. And there's no call on that play. And they still send it forward. And there's Andrew Gebhardt. And there's Gebhardt. Logan's over here praying. Gebhardt with a shot, a great save by Joey Hall once again. Through traffic again, back out to the middle. Taken away with the shot by McGowan. And it's blocked. He couldn't get it off. And there's Rushford. They're still at the half wall on the NC State end. Now sent to the middle. Mazakowski carries it forward to Jadala. Late Jadala sends that one forward. Sam Banashevitz will try to get to it. Mazakowski looking to the front. And they score! Cam Mazakowski, 3-2. What a goal!
Absolutely incredible there. Just did a great job of getting that in. Right out in front, they crashed the net like they've been looking to do all game long. Finally converting on one there. Cam Mazakowski putting it in, 3-2. Ice Pack take the lead with 46 seconds remaining.
What a nail biter! And Wake Forest will take their timeout with 46 seconds left to go. Cam Mazakowski off an amazing pass from Sam Banashevitz behind the net to bring this game above the 2 goals scored by Wake Forest. And they got to do something about this one. They're going to pull the goalie most likely. We'll be looking for Cal Meyer to lead the bench at some point. And there's the Wolfpack chance. Why don't you listen to that? Logan, my heart is racing.
Absolutely incredible game right here. Looks like some of the Wake Forest fans are getting in on the Wolfpack chants. A little confused about that one, but always good to have more Wolfpack fans out here.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible clutch play by Mazakowski. We've talked about his offense and how he needs to improve it this season. Well, I'd say that's a pretty good time to step it up.
That was a pretty good improvement to me, but still nonetheless, it was Alex Robinson who definitely brought the life back into this one nonetheless.
Absolutely. No, he completely changed the momentum in the course of this game. And a shout out to Josh Cannon as well. His helmet coming in clutch for Joey Hall to remain in the game.
Do we need to do that every game, Logan?
Absolutely. You know, switching goalie helmets, giving a different look, you know.
You know, it's a good move.
46 seconds remaining here.
We're watching Cal Meyer. 45 seconds left to go. Faulty draw. They might put a second back on the clock, but I'm not sure if they will.
I believe they're just going to let this one go.
Once again, watching Cal Meyer. Andrew Gebhardt versus Eric Todd. The combinations of lines are different here. Eric Todd, Riley Johnson, Parker Zarek. Eric Mura sends that one forward.
Swarmed by the Demon Deacons there on the side.
And there goes Meyer. Here we go. Ian O'Rourke has that puck in the corner. There's Grigori. Grigori, and it goes into the mesh. 29 seconds to go.
They pulled the goalie to put another offensive player out there trying to get a goal.
Face-off's now going to be in the neutral zone at the far dot near the penalty box, near NC State's defensive end. This one's a nail-biter. 29 seconds to go. State's undefeated season on the line. Wake Forest just trying to salvage and trying to hold on to that 4th spot in the ACC seedings.
Regardless of how this game winds up, though, an absolutely fantastic showing from both teams.
And they put the face-off back in the NC State end. Bad call there by the refs. State really needs that defensive pressure. Wake Forest wins it. A shot. Joey Hall! My goodness, Joey Hall is saving the day.
Absolute clutch save there. Reaching up to grab that one over his helmet, pinning it between his two gloves.
Eric Todd back in the faceoff dot against Gebhardt. And there they go once again. They're trying to get that shot off right there. O'Rourke tries to send that one out, can't get it out. 20 seconds to go, and there's Grigori. Ian O'Rourke now trying to pressure him. Grigori is back in the corner, sends that one ahead. Puck is lost. It's right in front of Joey Hall. Eric Mira has that. Will he send it out? And he will. 9 seconds to go. Are we going home happy or what? NC State trying to remain undefeated. Kerouac with the shot. Too little, too late. And NC State 21-0 on the year. What a game!
Absolutely incredible comeback for the Ice Pack there. Down 2-1. They found a way to make it happen. Alex Robinson and Cam Mazakowski's goals coming at opportune moments, putting this one away and finishing a thrilling game against the Demon Deacons. Wonderful game from both teams, but the Ice Pack just coming out on top. They stuck it through to the end. Absolutely incredible finish right here.
What an amazing game there from the NC State Ice Pack, and it's pretty safe to say, and you said it best, he changed the momentum of this game. Our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game will be Alex Robinson. What a game from him. What an outstanding effort from all of the guys in red and white tonight so far, finishing off the regular season on a high note. 3-2 the final here from Wake Forest in the Annex. Logan, your final thoughts?
Just an incredible game, honestly. That was probably the most thrilling conclusion to any game we've called this season. Maybe the overtime game against UNC aside, still an absolutely fantastic game here. Wake Forest put up a hell of a fight.
What a game. The Ice Pack salute their faithful that are made the 2-hour-long drive here to the Annex. We're going to let Alex Robinson get some of his gear off here before he joins us up here, as well as head coach Mike Gazzillo. Thank you, everybody who has tuned in so far for today's matinee. We're going to take a quick break right here on PackTV and be back with some analysis of this amazing comeback. We'll be right back. game of the regular season for the seniors, Sam Benishevitz, Tyler Alfonzetti, Davis Hudson, Joey Hall. And I may be leaving out one, but nonetheless, a thriller is not even the words that I can put in to describe this game, Logan. Zach Solai here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward. NC State pulls away their 21st victory of their undefeated season, a 3-2 victory in the hometown of the Wake Forest University Demon Deacons. Logan, my heart was pumping.
Mine still is.
Yeah. I mean, just to go on, amazing effort towards their just clutch effort by the guys in red and white.
Absolutely incredible game there. Probably one of my favorite ones we've gotten to watch. Wake Forest did a great job all game. They just couldn't hold up at the very end there. Cal Meyer, absolutely unstoppable. Well, I guess he was very stoppable. He stopped everything that came at him. But those final 2 goals from the Ice Pack really just changed the entire course of this game. 3-2 win. I can't even find words for how exciting that was.
And I wouldn't say this game, State definitely deserved that game towards the end, but their effort in the first 2 periods was something not to be admired at. Their power play tonight went scoreless. It is not something they're not going to go home happy about. At times they had chances to capitalize. At times they had chances to really pull through and get amazing jobs with their power play and get a really good goal there, but in the end, it didn't come through. It was a little bit of a backbreaker for them. But nonetheless, Logan, what do you have to say about that power play? Because it wasn't up to par tonight.
No, they really need to work on their special teams, especially in the neutral zone even. They lost a lot of pucks. They lost a lot of the side battles, too. They need to work on their power play and their penalty kills. Too many opportunities for Wake Forest. They need to be able to convert a little bit better.
It was an exciting match. We're going to be awaiting, of course, the thoughts from head coach Mike Gazzillo and our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, Alex Robinson. Once again, it was an outstanding match. If you weren't here to watch it, we thank you for tuning in. It was so much fun to be here in this final game of the regular season for NC State. I believe the power rankings will be coming out on Tuesday for this next week. That sounds about right. They do come out on a sort of a weekly basis, but we're going to wait and see what the league has to say about this one. What a game, beating number 20 Wake Forest. I think we're just going to take another break here on PackTV. Await Alex Robinson and Mike Gazzillo right here on PackTV. I'm cold. I'm very cold.
Likewise.
But that game was hot.
Very.
Fire, to say the least. Wow.
Thrilling conclusion. I can't think of a better way to cap off this regular season and this undefeated season. Again, the Ice Pack going 21-0. Absolutely incredible. I liked what I saw from this team last season, but to think they would do this season, absolutely amazing.
It was a game that was just incredible to watch, nonetheless. And like I said, Logan, I'm at a loss for words. This was by far and away one of the best games that we've seen from these guys this season. Not offensively great. There was lapses all over, but they wanted this season, and Coach told them time and time again. I was talking to Coach a lot. This team had only themselves to beat.
Yes.
This was a point where the only team getting in their way was their own mentality. Their only way of winning was to know that they were going to walk away, and boy, did they. 21 wins on the year. If this team does not advance to regionals, I may have to, meditate to find some self-centered reality, because this team deserves every single bit of this glory.
It's an absolutely fantastic season. They've won every game, and really you can't do better than that. Of course, you can nitpick and say you wish that they had better offense, better defense, better overall team play, special teams, and they have at times needed some of that. But really, when it comes down to it, a perfect season is just absolutely incredible.
Nonetheless, it was a game in which that everything happened, it seems, and Cam Mazikowski, his heroics to push the team back on top. I kind of figured, I saw him crashing in through the middle. I kind of figured it was going to happen for him, and it was just an outstanding effort for Cam Mazikowski. State pulled away with the win 3-2 over the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. We are still awaiting Alex Robinson and head coach Mike Gazzillo. They're probably partying in the locker room.
Absolutely.
They deserve to.
Absolutely. No, just an absolutely fantastic game. And really, they made the comeback. I wasn't sure if they had it at certain times. They really seemed like they were going to beat themselves. They just weren't. They didn't have the effort that they needed. But now they're putting it in, and it looks like they're in a good position going into the tournament. And
as we predicted, NC State will hold on to the #1 seed unless catastrophe strikes. I doubt that'll happen, but nonetheless, they needed this win, and going forward here, I don't know if the rankings are going to go up for them. We're definitely going to go see. The league is very nitpicky about that, but nonetheless, I can't wait for this ACC tourney. If this was a preview like any other, what a great sheet of ice. Puck was a little bit bouncy in this game, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful setting. There's plenty of seats, so for anyone that's still listening in, if you do want to make the 2-hour trek to come see State play next weekend, I think it is worth it. It's a beautiful arena. There's a concession stand, right outside. So if you get hungry, you eat. Like I said earlier, I smelled chicken tenders, and they were some quality chicken tenders.
It's a great environment, and I can only imagine how good it's going to be when the tournament play starts. This is going to be an absolutely exhilarating tournament, and there's going to be a lot of good teams there. Wake Forest, although they lost today, they're going to be a force to reckon with once the playoffs start.
And we are still awaiting head coach Mike Gazzillo and Alex Robinson, awaiting for myself and Logan to eat our peanut butter patties right here on PackTV. I usually talk to the man behind the mustache for these interviews, but today I have someone even better. Assistant coach Tim Healy was here for the second intermission, but he's back right now for this post-game report. Coach, thank you for joining us here today.
Oh, it's great to be here. I'm not going to say I'm better than the man with the mustache. I think it would take me about 5 years to grow his mustache, and at the end of the day, he is the architect of this program.
I mean, you did have the month of November to grow that mustache at some
I would
point.
need about 12 months of November.
But nonetheless, Coach, this was a game in which everything happened. And while offensively it was not as good of a game as you wanted it to be, it was clutch performances all around. What did you think of the performances of your top guys?
Well, it was a roller coaster of a game. There's no question about that. You look at talking about the top guys, and in the third period, you talk about Robo and his goal and getting us back to 2. He's a top 6 forward, obviously. And then you had Cam, who, Mazakowski getting the game winner. And obviously, it's tough to say we have a top defensive pair. But, I mean, if you really had to pin me down, I'd probably say Rushford and Mazakowski. Although, again, it's tough to say. We have 3 great defensive pairs. And those guys. And, and I don't know if you could catch it on the booth. When we had the equipment repair for Joey Hall's helmet, the guys kind of came together, and Mazakowski actually really rallied the troops there during that, I'll call it a quasi-timeout. And then for him to come out and get the game winner about 2 minutes later, that shows that leadership isn't just the guys with the letters. I mean, certainly Kinney, his line had a really great shift early in the third period that helped get momentum going. It was a team effort. There's no question about it. You look at Mura digging deep. He almost had a shorthanded chance because everyone wanted that in the third period. I think they definitely wanted a do-over after the second period and use the third period to do it.
Stark performances all around, especially by our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, Alex Robinson. Amazing job there to shift the momentum late there with that amazing goal. Walk us through the Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, his performance tonight.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get a great look at the goal. Sometimes when you're a coach, you're getting the next line going, so I can't really entirely walk you through the goal. What I will walk you through is just the pace of play that him and his line played at in the third period. When they get cycling down low, they tire teams D out because they are really a bear to try and chase around. And that's what Robo and his line did in the third period. They wore him down. They were doing a lot of little things really well. And you get rewarded on that. And he did with a tying goal that I wish I could recap, but I can't. But such is life.
And heading into this tournament as well, you guys had great fan support here today. A lot of families, a lot of fans made the trek out. And heading into the tournament next weekend, was this the win you guys needed to propel you forward? I think it was. We haven't had a lot of stiff competition in the second half of the season. So to come out here in the building we're going to be playing in next weekend, in an afternoon game, we're going to have afternoon games next weekend. Wake Forest, to their credit, they're really good in the second half of seasons. We saw that last year in the tournament when we had beaten them 6-0 before break, and then they beat us in the tournament. They almost played spoiler for us today. They're going to spoil someone's season next weekend. They're not going to be a one-and-done team in this tournament. They're a good team. Pasquale does a great job with them, especially getting them in the second half. But, yeah, this is the competition we needed. We're going to face a 6-on-5 situation at some point next weekend, either for or against. We face up today. We did a good job with it. You saw guys blocking shots. There was a PK where O'Rourke blocked 2 or 3 shots. Those are the things you're going to have to do in tournament hockey. And credit to Wake Forest. They actually did more tournament hockey things in the first 2 periods than we did in terms of getting it down low. And then the third period, we started doing it. And if both teams are doing tournament hockey things, the better talent's going to win out. And, that's kind of what happened in the third period. But if you're just off a little bit, and Wake was really executing well, all the credit to them, you find yourself in a dogfight. Coach Tim Healy here wearing his amazing NC State tie. Thank you for joining us here for this 21-0 NC State hockey season. We're so glad to have been along for the ride here, and that'll do it for here. Logan will be right back with our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game.
Go Pack.
In Alex Robinson.
Bridget, my 5-year-old daughter, can you yell Go Pack?
Go Pack!
There we go. Diehard NC State fans, Logan will be right back.
Welcome back to the Annex here. I'm here with our Wolfpack Outfitters player of the game, Alex Robinson. Robo, great game out there today. You guys did a fantastic job. That second goal that you scored there, it changed the momentum of the game. What really happened there, and what happened after that really sparked the comeback?
It was just another good low shot. Got a good rebound. The goalie had been giving up rebounds the whole game. We just needed to bury one, and that's what happened. Really got the boys going, really turned the momentum around, and then we finished it off, won the game. Again,
3-2 win. What does this win mean heading into the tournament? Capping off this undefeated season, what does this mean?
It was a really big win for us. I think that if we hadn't come out and won this one, it would have been really difficult going into next weekend, but it really got us prepared for the pace and the style of tournament hockey and what we're going to need to do next weekend to come out with the championship.
All right, thanks again, Alex. That'll do it from us here at the Annex. On behalf of Zach Selwaye and PackTV, this is Logan Ward signing off.